Hey, Pardon My Take listeners, you can find every episode on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Prime members can listen ad-free on Amazon Music. On today's Pardon My Take, we have our very good friend Mark Titus. An awesome interview, one of those ones where we didn't write any questions down. We just shot the shit with our good friend for almost close to an hour. We're going to talk some NBA. We're going to talk some Amazon. We're going to talk some Firefest. We have a great show for you, sending you off on the holiday weekend. Hope everyone has a great holiday weekend. Before we do that, a quick word from our friends at Free Fly. Brands send us clothing all the time, and there aren't too many that I can actually say that I love enough to wear on a consistent basis. I actually would purchase Free Fly before they started advertising with us. That's how much I love Free Fly. Their shirts are super, super comfortable. I basically bought all of their shirts, and I wear them all the time. Free Fly has the best shirts out there. I can say it right now. I fully believe that. Whether you're outside hitting the gym or lounging around the house, this stuff is the absolute best. On top of being super comfortable, Free Fly's bamboo clothing has UPF sun protection, which wicks away moisture and won't hold odor. So it's the perfect shirt for the summertime. They have a ton of different clothes. They have shorts. They have long sleeve shirts. They have sweatshirts. They have hats. They have everything, and I can't recommend it enough. You will feel very comfortable in these shirts. It is the perfect shirt for the summer because it looks good, and it doesn't feel cumbersome, and it feels comfortable, and it's great when it's hot out. So go right now, freeflyapparel.com/take. You can get 20% off when you visit freeflyapparel.com/take. Again, that's freeflyapparel.com/take. Okay, let's go.
Now in the street there is violence, and a lot of work to be done. No place to hang out or washing, and then I can't blame all on the sun. Oh no, we're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. Oh, we're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue.
My Take, presented by Barstool Sports.
Welcome to Pardon My Take, presented by freeflyapparel.com/take. Go right now. You get 20% off. Today is Friday, May 28th, and it is the 5-year anniversary of when we lost our sweet prince. I can't even get the sentence out without laughing because it's so fucking ridiculous that we're still thinking about Harambe.
R.I.P. Harambe. One of the seminal moments of Pardon My Take, I would say, getting sued by ESPN right off the bat.
Adam Morson's bunker,
and then the summer of Harambe. Without that fucking gorilla getting shot, I don't know if I'd be sitting next to you right now, Big Cat.
Unbelievable. It really is.
On this day in sports history.
Yeah,
it's like the ultimate blooper. A fan got too close to the playing field in Cincinnati.
We need to do every big time anniversary. We got to all come together and have a beer for our sweet prince. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. And I think we actually are getting close to having it be funny again.
The resurgence?
Because it was very funny for that summer. Then it was like very lame. But now enough time has passed where if you just drop a Harambe, it's like, oh, that's actually kind of funny.
Yeah, the ironic resurgence of Harambe is due. Yeah. And we really never let it go.
No, our sweet prince. So that's the lead. All right, so we stayed up.
We put his face on tie-dye T-shirts. Hank sold millions of dollars worth of T-shirts.
So many T-shirts. And they all, I hope everyone who still has one can look back and be like, wow, that was stupid. And if I had to explain it to anyone, like there are some things you can explain to people culturally. This is one of those ones that if you met someone in 15 years from now and they're like, hey, what the fuck is that gorilla on your tie-dye shirt? You're like, don't worry about it.
Oh, and it was Twitter gold, too.
Yeah.
Like, all you had to do was mention Harambe in a tweet, instant clout right there. Like, looking back on it, it's like 6 levels of irony that you have to get through. I saw somebody tweet about it, a very touching memorial, saying, I remember a month after Harambe was killed, I went to a Blink-182 show, and the crowd spontaneously would erupt into Harambe chants between every song. It's like, yeah, that's about as 2016 as you can get.
Yeah, and again, it's going to be like there will be people who are like, oh, they made a Harambe joke. They're so fucking lame. Nah, it was one of those fun things that we just all enjoyed, and it's okay to look back and be like, that was funny.
Hey, Big Cat, take your dick out for Harambe.
Oh, yeah, dicks out for Harambe. Exactly. All right, so we stayed up.
I just did it.
We stayed up. We stayed up again. This time, it did not pay off. So on Tuesday, we stayed up. We watched a great Suns-Lakers game. Tonight, we stayed up, and I am going to say right now, I officially feel bad for Phoenix Suns fans because we know a couple of them. They were sitting with us watching the game.
They do exist.
They were, like, of course, the first time in a decade that we've had a fun team, and then we have to play the Los Angeles Lakers. And the Los Angeles Lakers have, of course, as always, LeBron turns it on in the playoffs and knows that the regular season does not matter. And we are here, and barring a ridiculous comeback, which we did not stay up for.
Nope. Well, let's say this: it's 12:05 a.m. right now.
Yes,
so we did stay through the night.
We stayed up, but if the Suns come back, this is one of those moments where it'd actually be funny the start of the show.
I was thinking about this watching this game because both teams have basketballs in their logos. Like the Suns are like, what should we make our logo? Oh, let's just put a basketball with heat waves around it. The Lakers also have a basketball as their logo.
The Heat also played tonight. I think actually, I can't say that the Heat played
they didn't
tonight.
play. They were on television.
They participated in a game.
Yes, they were there. I think that basketball, out of all the sports, features the main piece of playing equipment more than any other sport. Like there are a lot of teams. I think the Bucks might have a basketball in one of their logos.
Helmets in football, definitely a lot of helmets.
You mean like on the helmets?
Yeah.
There are other helmets?
Aren't there?
I don't think so. I know that the Browns logo is just a Cleveland Browns helmet.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. All right, this is too late in the night for me to go through all the helmets. I'm trying to think, I'm racking my brain.
Other helmet teams. Do the Raiders have one? Or is it just the Shield?
Yeah, I guess I'm just thinking of them actually wearing helmets.
Yeah, they do while they're on the field.
So the Lakers actually now it's an 8-point game. So now we're going to look even dumber. But I'm going to say it. The Lakers are up 2-1. They're going to win this series. The Suns, I feel bad for them. I don't know how the Lakers don't come out of the West. Hopefully this is an cold takes exposed moment. What is a cold takes exposed moment though was boy was I wrong about the Bucks Heat series. I want to apologize officially. This is me being a bigger man, not a fat joke. I was very wrong. The Bucks are so much better than the Heat. The Heat do not know how to shoot a basketball. Like they just don't. They miss so many shots around the rim, and the Bucks are just way, way better. So my apologies to Milwaukee Bucks and Bucks fans. I was wrong. Yeah. I fucked up.
Listen,
I fucked up.
I've long said that Jimmy Butler is not a top 15 player in the NBA.
That is true.
He doesn't look at all like he did last year. I don't know what the difference is. He loved the bubble. I think
shot is flat.
I think the Heat, for some reason, they enjoyed being uncomfortable in that bubble. What was it, Jimmy Butler being like, no disrespect to families? I think there's too many families around. The players on the Heat are seeing their families too much.
Right.
At this point. Jimmy Butler, I wouldn't put it past him to be like, fuck this, we're making our own bubble. You're not allowed to see anybody that's not on the team. I'm going to sell $20 cups of coffee to everybody still. Like, let's just stick with what worked last time.
Yeah, they need the bubble back.
You got to change something up if you're the Heat because I'm going to use the F word. They looked feckless.
Feckless. Ooh, feckless. The feckless Heat. Yeah, that should be a sweep. They should just sweep them and put them out of their misery. Dead man walking on that one. All right, let's talk some more NBA. Some other games that happened. The Mecca is officially back. Oh,
it was rocking. I'd say I'll one-up you, Big Cat. New York City is back.
Oh, okay. So the only complaint I had, it was a great game. It just, look, I know that we joke about like people calling it the Mecca, but I absolutely will agree with the fact that when Madison Square Garden is rocking, it is up there at the top of the list of like arena settings, experiences. You could just feel it. Like I watched the whole game. Shout out MSG not letting the crowd noise. I heard TNT didn't have like crowd noise.
Well, it's very difficult to censor like 30,000 people screaming "fuck you, Trae Young,"
Right.
all at the same time. But I'm also rooting for the Garden this playoff. I don't think I have really a team in the East besides obviously the Nets, but I am rooting for the Garden
And the Wizards.
No, I've been very clear about the Wizards that I'll pretend to be on the Wizards bandwagon, but I have literally put them out of my brain, and my life has been better off for it since about 2006. So I'm not able. That's a take that I'm not even able to backtrack on. I won't allow myself to do that. But I'm rooting for the Garden. I don't really care about the Knicks that much, but I love seeing the Garden rocking like that. In the words of America's new poet laureate, LeBron James, it was some loud ass hell.
It was loud ass hell.
I like saying it was some loud ass hell. I actually think that loud ass hell is a great saying that we should totally embrace and run with.
Loud ass hell. And he had to update it because he was like, actually, I meant to not bleep out ass because I didn't mean to use the word ass.
But then he bleeped out a letter that came before the word as. So
yes, right. No, I think, right. Exactly.
He screwed up the censoring of his censorship.
It was HE and then double hockey sticks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a family site.
It's probably been, I'd say, maybe 20 years since I've seen HE double hockey sticks used in the wild like that.
That's like
impressive.
That's a real fourth grade teacher move.
Yes.
To be like, what the HE double hockey sticks is going on around here?
Yeah, LeBron saw 3 bottles of wine and he went for the one in the middle and chugged out of that and then got online.
Look, I'm just going to remind people, LeBron showed us his dick. That happened.
Yeah.
Okay? So, HE double hockey sticks I can deal with. We saw your dick. All right, so the Garden's back. I really, we talked about this on Wednesday, but it needs to be re-stressed. What Nike has done with jerseys is an abomination. Whatever the Knicks were wearing was so fucking bad. It was like, it looked like if they made a movie set in the future and New York City set in 90, this is what the Knicks are wearing. That's it made no sense. Why wouldn't you wear your classic home whites when the Mecca's trying to be back?
Or the blue. Either way, the blue or the white would have made that game so much better.
So much better.
And I guess I was going to use this as a Firefest, but I think I should discuss it right now because we were talking about the jerseys and the colorblind issue in America on what was that Wednesday's show. Mm-hmm. I feel bad because there's somebody on this show that reached out to me that told me that he was colorblind and had never brought it up, and he didn't feel safe on Wednesday in that space, letting us know.
Bubba,
Bubba
colorblind?
is colorblind, which
that actually makes perfect
explains
sense.
He can't tell red and green lights when he's crossing the road together.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Or
too soon, bro. Too soon.
It makes perfect sense.
But Bubba, why didn't you feel safe telling us?
I don't know. I do hate when one of the teams doesn't wear white. It's just really annoying on the screen.
Yes,
it drives me nuts.
I agree. I think it's
any
terrible.
Sport, one team should wear white.
Right, and it's the inverse of whenever UCLA and USC play football, and you're like, this is an all-time uniform matchup. It feels great, and they don't have to have white because those are two distinct colors.
So
this is the reverse, just terrible uniform matchups.
You don't even know about the great uniform matchup of USC and UCLA.
Yeah, how colorblind are you?
What color? What color is this?
How are you a sneakerhead if you don't even know what color shoes you're wearing?
I wear a black T-shirt every day.
He does.
How colorblind are
every
you?
day.
No, but how color? Because
That's just
some
like a
people
behind-the-scenes guy move, though.
if we did it, all right. Here's I'll ask this.
I don't know.
What color is this?
I don't know.
Bubba, here's how I'll phrase this.
I think I heard this once. But
I think so too. If we did a video where we put on those glasses,
that
let's
go
made
viral.
you see,
how
viral would we go?
I don't know.
Would you cry?
Oh, I'll fake cry to go.
Yeah, would you cry?
Yeah,
would
do
you?
that.
Have you seen color before?
No. Well, yeah, but I don't know.
So
I don't know. I don't know how to explain it.
You're statistically the least racist person on this podcast.
I was going to say we should have been using this as a
true.
trump card all the time. When everyone's like, "Oh, you guys are racist," like, no, dude, our producer does not see
Literally.
color.
Yeah.
Fact.
Wow. Yeah. Wait, Bubba. Here's what we do. We get.
How do you know when the mountains are blue?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Hey, come on. I was going to say that's what we say for the video.
Oh,
we put the glasses on him.
Yes.
And then we show him a Coors Light can for the first time, an ice cold one.
Yeah.
And then he started
I'll
weeping.
cry.
Yeah, you
cry.
would cry on that.
Yeah.
The mountains being that blue, you'd cry.
I felt bad. I'll put it in a verbal. meme.
I don't feel bad.
No, I'll put it in a verbal meme.
No.
Actually explains a lot.
Yeah, it explains so much. It makes so much sense. I don't feel bad whatsoever.
It's Bubba as Squidward peering out the window, and it's me and Big Cat
Just a rainbow
down below having a great time doing the Rubik's Cube episode.
Yeah, or just having a
it's in
great
black and
time
white.
having a great time complaining about jerseys.
Yeah.
Like, look at how much fun they have saying how bad the jerseys are.
So when you saw the Rubik's Cube, does that make any sense at all to you?
No.
Yeah.
What?
Kind of.
How?
I don't know. I don't know how to explain it.
What
I
color?
have no
What
idea.
color is this logo
It's
on my
red.
shirt? Oh, so how colorblind are you?
I don't know.
Bubba, what color is this?
This is why I didn't want to do it, because I knew that this would turn into a thing where Big Cat just like
I'm just gonna think you're
picks up
blind
random
blind
shit
now,
and
yeah.
it's like, what color is this? Like,
I'm gonna throw you
it's
like
the
a-
most like Big Cat thing ever.
Yeah, the most like I'm gonna go to like a steel mill and get some glowing hot rods of steel and throw them to you. Like what? Oh, you didn't realize they were hot, dude?
Wow.
How did you not see that?
I was thinking about this last night as well because I know it's been an ongoing conversation. And I didn't do research to find out if this is how they did do it, but the home team should just wear white.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
And then the away team wears color. They can maybe switch it between a couple different colors.
It-
But
there's-
the home team should
yes.
always wear white.
It was terrible. But
When
anyway,
the away team wears white, that drives me crazy.
yeah, the Knicks played really well. It was great to see Derrick Rose. Like he saved them. He absolutely saved them. Throwback. He doesn't like the word vintage. He doesn't like people saying that he's vintage Rose because he's still playing. And it was nice to see Julius Randle figure out like what happens when you get double teamed, because there was a game and a half where he could not understand what that meant.
I mean, I think the new Riley Curry of this playoffs is going to be Julius Randle's son.
he was
His
so
son is
funny.
His son is hilarious.
Mean mugging.
His son just staring people down, ice grilling them.
So good. And Obi Toppin. Ain't no stopping Obi Toppin. And the Knicks fan who spit on Trae Young. Bad. See ya. You don't deserve to be in the Mecca. And then that's a perfect segue to the big story of Russell Westbrook getting popcorn
Well,
dumped on
I was
him.
about to say a torch update. I think that New York fans are the new Philly fans.
Well, then Philly fans did that.
But it's popcorn. Like
Yeah,
honestly,
but
not
Russell
that,
Westbrook was hurt.
Not that bad.
That's the part that...
Yeah.
Because then you add in the
injury factor.
Yeah, as he was going off the court with an ankle injury.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is a ridiculous thing to do that. So I've long-standing had a idea that players should be able to fight one fan a year. I'm going to adjust this, though, because I was thinking about it. Everyone correctly said the problem is Russell Westbrook would have used his fight on game one. And that's true. He would have used it game one of the season, not this series. So I think what it should be is every player gets to call out a fan to fight. And, like, you know how they have, I mean, for the Bulls, they have the Dunkin' Donuts race, or they'll have, like, the moving ball. Basically, you have something on the Jumbotron that's like a roulette wheel, and it either says fight or no fight. And if the player calls out a fan, so it's unlimited amount of fights for the season. If the player calls out a fan and it's a no fight, the player owes the fan that game check. And if it's a fight, then the fan has to come down and fight the player in the middle of the court.
I would love to see which players would use their fight a fan thing on somebody that's just sitting there minding their own business. Just like
I think it has
just like
to be-
I feel
you
like
have to be
I feel
provoked.
like fighting tonight. Well,
Yeah.
then we have to figure out where the line's drawn. At
I
that
think it's
point.
just anything
I
like
think
yelling or...
at that point it becomes like too much of legislation. You just say a player can fight, and it's part of the risk of attending a game. It's like going to a baseball game. You might get hit with a foul ball. You go to a 76ers game, you might have Ben Simmons punching you in your tooth.
Well, and also you would then, this would also make it so that fans are a little even feistier, because they now have a chance to get the game check.
Yeah.
If there's no fight, and then they also have a chance to get their ass kicked for everyone to watch, which would be incredible.
Oh, and then we could set up some sort of stunt where, like, Floyd Mayweather goes to a game wearing old people makeup, like Kyrie Irving.
Uh-huh.
And then he talks shit, flips the guy off, takes the mask off, and now we got a real fight on
Now
our
he
hands.
fights. It
What
would,
if it's like the kid in the bathroom fighting?
What do you
Like,
mean?
What if it's like an MMA trained?
Oh, the Oklahoma guy.
Oh,
Oklahoma.
yeah.
Then
Yeah,
great.
so
That's good for the sport.
Yeah, that's up to the player. They have to decide. They can't call out someone that they think could kick their ass. It would just add an element. Like, if Russell Westbrook could basically say to that person who dropped popcorn on him, or Trae Young could say to the guy who spit on him, you now have to fight me. And it's legally, everything is on the table. Like, we have to fight, no weapons, but if I kick your ass, if I knock you out, there's nothing you can do about it.
Okay, what about
Russell Westbrook never would have made it to that late in the season, though.
That's
Right,
what I'm
that's
saying.
what he's saying. That's
what
why
I'm
the
saying. So
roulette
now
wheel
it's a
comes
roulette
into-
wheel. So it's a 50-50 proposition. It's a flip of a coin whether the fight is on or not. And if the fight's not on, then the fan automatically gets the game check.
I also think that you should be allowed to call out, like, groups of fans, too. So instead of saying it's one fan, it's like one fight.
Mm-hmm.
And you can include, like, if you want to go, like, 5v1 in that one fight, you can do that, too.
Yes. But just imagine if you're sitting at a basketball game and Russell Westbrook, there's a timeout, calls a timeout, and then you hear over, like, the PA announcers, like, And we have a call out. Russell Westbrook has called out fan in section 101, seat A4. And then the fan comes out. They stand there. They spin the wheel. Fight or no fight. I mean, that's the greatest entertainment of all time.
And how sick would it be if you use your fight in the playoffs? If you're on the Suns, let's say, I don't know, Devin Booker, and he sees Drake in the front row. He's like, I want Drake.
Yeah, I want to fight his ass.
Then Drake has to do it.
Yes, absolutely. It'd be great.
If Drake wins, he gets in the hotel room.
So implement that. Yeah, Philly fans had a nice night. I mean, I guess it was really truly like so perfect that Philadelphia and New York, no fans for a year and a half. First chance they get to have fans back, it's like, well, we gotta make up for lost time.
They're vaxxed, waxed, ready to relax.
Yeah, it's like we have to get this going. So
and then afterwards, like out in the street, it looked like, I mean, at that point, I was like, New
outside
York
the
is
Mecca?
back. Outside the Mecca, when people were taking their shirts off, it was almost a riot, almost like fires getting started.
Yep.
Sports are better with fans.
Sports are better with fans.
And then down in D.C., you had that the full nude Nationals fan crawl inside the tarp and hide from people
that
there.
was awesome.
That was, yes, points for creativity because I've never seen that before.
Now, I'm guilty of this because I did tweet this on, I think, Sunday when the PGA Championship and the Mecca were both rocking, and I was like, this is awesome. Sports are better with fans. How long till it's just the lame guys at the party being like, sports are better with fans? It's like August, and people are still tweeting that, being like, sports are better with fans. Yeah, we know.
I think you got to give us at least a year.
You
because,
get a
hey,
couple.
listen,
it'll be this playoff run for NBA and NHL, and then the beginning of football season.
Okay,
and then
fair.
It's like,
yes, college football is a big one. So I think sometime around Thanksgiving, if you're still doing that, if you're still pointing out the extremely obvious sports are better with fans, you're late to it.
Yeah, but I'm still I'm still amazed when I look at a TV screen.
Correct.
And there are fans going nuts, like at the Islanders game.
Yeah, no,
It's amazing.
We're in a nice honeymoon phase where it is incredible to turn on a game. And just be like, oh my God, this is awesome.
Unless
fans.
it's in Canada, which makes it look so much worse for them.
So much worse.
What about this? When are we going to get our first counter take? Somebody being like, sports were better without fans because fans are pouring popcorn and spitting on players. I feel like that's probably coming in the next 2 days.
Yeah.
If we get one incident, probably tonight, if we get an incident featuring like LeBron, there will be that take that comes out tomorrow.
Why the bubble was actually good for the NBA.
Yes, why COVID actually was good for sports.
Yes. All right. Next thing we got to talk about. We got to talk about the match that got announced. It is Bryson DeChambeau and Aaron Rodgers versus Tom Brady and Phil Mickelson. Probably the two guys I hate the most have teamed up. And where we come in, Brooks has. So there's a couple things that happened. There was some Twitter back and forth. PFT, because I love you, I'm not going to mention the fact that Bryson basically made the same exact joke that you made a week ago.
No, he didn't actually.
So I'm not going to say that.
But he didn't, is the thing.
Right.
Which joke?
The
deflated
deflation
balls joke.
But his joke was, I was talking about Bitcoin deflating.
Right.
Which was actually something that correlated.
Right.
Bryson's joke was, your spirit will be deflated.
Oh, wait. We got hold on. You got saved in the nick of time there. We got to knock on the door.
Who is that?
Who is it?
Pizza delivery.
Oh.
No.
Oh, wow. Hey, guys, we got some pizza for you.
This sounds authentic.
Nice. Oh, look, and guess what? It's from Slice, because Slice is the largest network of pizzerias, and it's a better deal for shops. Jeez. Slice works with over 16,000 local shops, has saved local pizzerias $250 million in fees. 8 pizza points equals a large pie. You can earn a free pizza when you order on Slice. You get those points by ordering from any of your favorite local shops. It's the perfect partner for ordering in pizza ahead of any game. So download the Slice app and order it today. Use the promo code TAKE for $3 off your first app order. Promo code TAKE for $3 off your first app order with Slice. Check them out. Thank you to Slice. Put in that promo code TAKE. Okay. Well, so it was a deflation joke.
Yeah,
but it was so much worse.
It was very bad. It was the ball
format, and it was.
But you even admitted it when someone said, like, "Hey, PFT, this sucks."
Of course,
this was the same joke.
Only two people can judge me: God and Tom Brady on my jokes, and Tom Brady already weighed in on that, so I feel like it's time to move on.
Right.
But yes, correct. It was a similar joke. And I just think that maybe Bryson copied me. I think, and that's tough.
Yeah, that is tough.
That's tough.
You know what? He's rent free.
I'm rent free. Bryson
yes,
said,
correct.
Yeah. Then we got into a whole rent free off debate, which we predicted
I know,
on
so
the last.
good.
That's Bryson's go to. Those are the death throes of a dead man when they start to make rent free jokes.
Triggered or rent free is pretty much like I have nothing else to say.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he went to his group of scientists and was like, what's the great response? He's like, how about we go with rent-free? Brooks played it perfectly. That's not a biased take. That's just a factual take, saying sorry to Aaron Rodgers that he has to be paired with Bryson DeChambeau, which actually, as much as I hate Aaron Rodgers, I wouldn't wish being paired with Bryson DeChambeau on my worst enemy.
No.
And Aaron Rodgers is my worst enemy.
Yeah, no, it's a tough pairing. Like, it's very, very hard to root for. I predict that Aaron Rodgers will be sick of him as a teammate by hole 2.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, let's get ahead of this. Can we please get Aaron Rodgers some help? Why is there every sport that Aaron Rodgers plays, it seems like no one wants to give him a good teammate to play with?
Yeah.
I think he should bow out of this tournament too and go chill in Hawaii for
He's
a year.
having a good time in Hawaii. I love that for him. I love it for him and Miles
Playing
Teller.
guitar.
Yeah, playing guitar, long hair, man bun, feeling good.
Weird. Who
Yeah,
would do-
he's
who would do
living his
that?
truth.
That whole team is copying me.
Yes, that's true. They are. They're swagger jacking you. But either way, this is going to be great for golf and something that we can truly hate. And Brooks, if you are still thinking that like Bryson has Brooks bothered and not the opposite way around, then like you just showed up 2 days ago. Because it's clear what Brooks tweeted out the video. Like Bryson gets mad on the range at the golf course. If you mention Brooks, if you mention like anything, he gets very upset.
And also, Bryson, he has a Mickey Mouse U.S. Open. Can we admit that?
Oh, here's something I'll just throw out
It's a
there.
Mickey Mouse major championship.
here's
There were no fans.
Here's something I'll throw out there. The only time that Bryson DeChambeau won a major, Brooks Koepka wasn't there.
Yeah.
So do the math, okay?
Yeah.
He wasn't there.
I got a Rick Riley joke. Is it okay? Should we wait for Tom Brady to judge it? I
No,
feel
I was
like
going to
I
say,
feel like Tom's-
say it, and then Bryson will
use it. Okay,
Yeah.
here's a good one, Bryson. Hey, you guys hear that Aaron Rodgers and Bryson DeChambeau were on a golf team together?
Yeah.
It's impossible to find a team that hates ants more than those two.
Oh, nice.
Get it?
Like his family,
family.
and the little ants.
Yeah.
Get it?
I actually didn't get it till the family part. That's great.
Do you say aunt? Are you an aunt guy?
Yeah, I am.
There it is.
Tom,
But,
please weigh in.
it's okay, PFT. I know that it doesn't bother you that Bryson took your joke.
It doesn't. Hey, Bryson, if you're gonna, here's what really bothers me about Bryson. If you're gonna wear metal spikes on a golf course like a freak, at least have the common decency to be winning the tournament so that other people don't have to play after you.
Yeah, that's
He
true.
made like everybody on the golf course play after him.
Well, someone pointed out that Tiger always wore metal cleats.
But that's Tiger.
And also, he's on crutches now from wearing metal cleats his whole career.
Right.
So
made his
do the
ankles
math.
weak. Yeah.
right.
Be a real shame if that were to happen to Bryson. I mean,
I'm
we
not
know
rooting for injuries.
we do know that Bryson gets a little careless with his driver.
But all right, let's go. We should just at least mention that Javi Baez broke base running in the Pirates' brains today because that was a hilarious clip to run back towards home. I don't think you can ever do that again because now they'll actually be like, hey, if this happens, here's what you do. But Javi Baez hitting a ball to the shortstop, the ball taking the first baseman off the bag, and then just going back towards home and being like, what are you going to do? And then the Pirates just forgetting how to play defense.
No one had ever done that before.
It's incredible.
And I think that it's a play that you're definitely more likely to see at like T-ball levels and Little League. I'm
Right.
talking like 8-9-year-old coach pitch levels.
Yes.
And then you get so good at baseball that type of weird shit doesn't happen to you for the rest of your career.
Right.
But Javi never forgets the stuff that he learned when he was a kid. And so he starts running back to home plate. They threw the ball home. The catcher tried to tag out the runner from third base, which is stupid as shit. That guy can score, and you get the force out at first base, and it doesn't matter what happened
Right.
before that. And then the first baseman has the audacity to start yelling at the pitcher, telling him to cover first base. Bitch, you're the first baseman. You cover first base. You walk 2 miles per hour back down the line, step on the base. It was probably the worst but most hilarious baseball play I've
Incredible.
ever seen.
Yeah.
And that's the Pirates.
That's the Pirates. And that's
baby.
also, it was actually the perfect storm because it's not only the Pirates, but also Javi Baez basically, he's a great, improvisational base runner. Let's put it that way.
He's like jazz.
He kind of makes up his own rules as
Yeah.
he goes, and then you get moments like this where he's doing crazy shit.
Did you see when he took second base after the error by the second baseman covering first base?
Yes.
Javi sprints to second. They throw the ball to second base, which was also an error
Yep.
on that play. And then for a second, Baez jumps up and he's like, "Oh fuck, do I have to run to third now?"
He almost did, yeah.
And he thought about it, but he didn't. But that That's the highlight of the season so far.
Yeah. All right. So last up before we get to Mark Titus, awesome interview with Mark Titus. Then we got Firefest on the other end. We got a PR 101 for Amazon real quick. So tell me again what Amazon is doing.
So Amazon,
Jail cells?
Yeah, Amazon in their ongoing effort to continue to hypnotize their remaining workers, their remaining human workers, and ask them to stay in the warehouse. They've set up phone booths in the middle of all their warehouses where workers can go in and take an emotional break, where they just go and they essentially sit in a phone booth-sized box for 15 minutes, and then they walk out and go back to work.
Penalty box.
It's a penalty box. So if you're working an 8-hour shift without peeing, you can go into this phone booth and cry for 10 minutes and come out. Thank you, Jeff.
I like that Amazon just like when you create an insanely large computer company, but it's not computer company. It's everything's on the internet, obviously, and they're just selling all these things, and then they try to humanize it. It's like, whoops, we can't go backwards here.
Yeah.
We can't actually put like a human culture into this thing. We've gone too far.
Right. All their humans are really just code in their giant system where that's the way that they know how to quantify things. But if you look at it from like a up top 30,000 foot perspective, what they've done is they've just created a box that their workers can go into, sit and stare at a screen, step out, and feel better about continuing. They're just hypnotizing their workers into not hating their job. Like this is little hypnosis.
Yes. You go in the box. It's the Boo Box from Hook.
What's the Boo Box?
Remember the Boo Box in Hook when you go in like the trunk and they put like scorpions and stuff in there?
Smee?
Yeah, the Boo Box.
Oh, okay.
You go in the Boo Box, and then when you come out, you're like, life is good out here.
I mean,
outside of the Boo Box.
All you have to do is put one snake in one of those boxes.
Yeah.
And like a real venomous one. Like
I'd fucking snap its windpipe.
A pit pipe. That's all a snake is.
Yeah.
It's one long windpipe.
Exactly.
You step in there, there's a poisonous snake. A report comes out, hey, there was a venomous snake in one of these things, then none of their workers ever want to take a break again.
Yes.
That's really the long play if you're Jeff Bezos.
By the way, quick update on the animal talk that we had last week. I saw a video of an elephant walking, and he had like a, I don't know, probably about 10-foot long dick. You don't think I could fucking stomp on that dick?
Just here's what you do.
I'd dick punch him, and then I'd win.
Here's what you do. You take his dick, and then you wrap it around all of his legs.
Yes.
Like how they took down those big walking things in Star Wars. Trip him with his own dick, tie it into a knot.
It was that big.
And then you walk up to his trunk, and you just squeeze his trunk and hold his breath.
Yeah. So, and then he explodes.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to our interview. We got Mark Titus. Awesome interview. We're just kind of shoot the shit with him. Good vibes going into the long weekend. Reminder, we have a no show on Monday, show on Tuesday, show on Friday. Before we get to Mark, a quick word from our friends at Bright Cellars. If you've been overwhelmed in the wine aisle and bought a random wine you ended up hating, you are not alone. Finding the perfect wine match can be intimidating, but it does not have to be. That's where Bright Cellars comes in. Bright Cellars uses a wine algorithm to match you with the wines you are guaranteed to love. All you have to do is take their 30-second quiz, and Bright Cellars sends you personalized wine right to your door. Each bottle they send to you is tasted and hand-selected by their in-house sommeliers and comes with handy education cards that explains the wine's origin, food pairing suggestions, and, yes, how to pronounce it. I'm not a big wine guy. I use Bright Cellars. They sent me wine. I loved every single bottle. That is the off-script pitch for anyone out there. If you've ever thought about wanting to be a wine person, but you don't know where to start, you don't know what, good wine is, bad wine is, you don't know what you like, well, this will do it for you. Take a quick quiz. It gives you easy questions on what your taste is like, and then it will send you the perfect wine for you that you will guaranteed love.
And a variety, too.
And a variety, exactly. So it'll get you going. You'll learn about it. You start to be a wine person. This is the best way to dip yourself into the sheesh category. So for a limited time, Bright Cellars is offering you our listeners 60% off your first 4-bottle order plus a bonus bottle of wine. This is a special offer. So you have to get it. brightcellars.com/pardon. Bright Cellars, helping you discover wines you'll love. Visit brightcellars.com/pardon. That's Bright, CELLARS.com/pardon, and join the thousands of members who have discovered wines they love. brightcellars.com/pardon. You're going to love it. Become a sheesh person. Maybe a little summer white. I don't know. Maybe a little rosé. I don't know. brightcellars.com/pardon will get you hooked up. brightcellars.com/pardon. Okay, here he is, Mark Titus. Okay, we now welcome on a very special guest. He's one of our best friends. He is here. What was the coffee? The coffee.
Oh, the coffee. Sorry.
Which we
were up until I didn't go to sleep until 4
Not a
o'clock
brag.
in the morning last night, Mark.
Yeah,
Doing
Mark,
my job.
what you know what? Let's start there. Well, actually I wanted to introduce you. So it is Mark Titus. He works for Fox Sports, Titus and Tate podcast, People's Sports podcast with our friend Charlotte Wilder, Titus and Tate with our friend Tate Frazier. The People's Sports podcast. Are you a communist?
That's a great question. I am whatever is in vogue. Is communism? Would you say communism's having a moment right now?
It's kind of it's elevated itself to the pantheon of political
Re-apexed?
Friend, yes, re-apexed. I think it is in the pantheon right now. Actually, of
Okay.
French political movements. Let me put it to you this way: do you recognize Taiwan as a country?
Oh, hard-hitting question.
Great question. I would say I'm going to follow the lead of great Ohioan LeBron James, and I am going to educate myself on the matter.
Okay.
I am not going to speak before I have all the facts. I think a lot of people out here are just talking like they know things. A lot of people that are MIT educated and stuff like that. But but they don't have all the facts like I do. So I'm gonna collect the facts first before.
Okay.
Yeah, get some facts and come back to me. The Jim
Yeah, but
Calhoun.
I will put out a statement though, so be on the lookout for that. It's coming. I just want to make sure I get all the
We'll
facts.
put it up
first
on
before
Weibo.
I
It
do
is
that, yeah.
it is funny. We were talking yesterday about living rent free in people's heads, and technically, the entire nation of Taiwan lives rent free in China because they think that mainland China is still Taiwan. It's a wild scene. Yeah, just you're right though. Wait till all the facts come out.
What's going on with your background? Are these National Geographics?
Yeah, but first of all, I've come on the show 4 times with this background, I think. But
We don't actually. We usually don't put on the video for you.
Oh, for real?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just now noticing. No, yeah, actually, you don't want to know. You want to know the dumbest thing ever?
What?
So the pandemic has been going on for a year and a half that we've gone to basically all Zoom interviews for I don't know, 16 of the 18 months. We basically just did the interviews with a laptop sitting on a bunch of Coors Light cases, and we could barely see the person's background or even their face, and that person could barely hear us. And then one day we're like, wait, can we put it up on the TV? So now we have it on the TV. So it takes us some time to figure things out.
I think I did. I think that's probably what happened. I think I did the show a few times where that was the case.
Yeah, you couldn't hear us, right? Now you can actually hear us.
No, these are all the national parks I've been to. I don't know. It was like a thing. I'm actually gonna redo this room. I don't know. I was trying to. I was going to a lot of them, and I was trying to think of a collectible to get, and then I just started getting these little things. Then I started hanging them up, and I don't know. It looks kind of cool, but it's time for a change.
I like it. You're one of those guys. I do like the guys that have the RVs with the 50 states on them, and then they color in the 50 states. How many states do you think is an acceptable amount to start with? Because you can't get an
that's a great
RV
question.
and just have North and South Dakota colored in.
Right.
You also have to have I feel like you have to have a wide range from a geographical perspective. If you just have the Northeast colored in, that looks stupid. Or you just have California, Oregon, and Washington, and the red. You have to have been if you're from New York, you have to have gone to Montana and Arizona, and then you can color. You know what I mean?
I think 35 states seems right. Are you?
Oh, to start with?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a lot.
That's a lot of states.
No, but I feel
Yeah.
like if you do that is a lot of states, but it also isn't. You can kind of go through your head and be like, wait, I've been to a lot more states. Maybe there's also the nature of our job.
And also the Northeast, all the states are really close together. They're small.
But and then you're like, oh, okay, so I've been to Cleveland. Oh, I've been to Florida. Oh, I went through Atlanta once. I don't know. It just adds up fast. But again, this could be the nature of the job.
Yeah. Anyway, this was my solution. I didn't want to be the stickers on the back of the car or the stickers on the Yeti. Is
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be that guy. So
Are you a big Zion guy?
Zion National Park?
Yeah.
Zion.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I was
Yeah.
just
Who
wondering.
isn't?
I love
right,
Zion.
I think it's
National
right.
Park.
I'm gonna figure out my. Yeah, it's right there. There
Yeah.
we go.
What about the player?
I don't have this kid. Yeah, I mean, I famously said on this program that I was the original Zion. So I think those of us who played basketball during our careers when we were a little bit overweight, if you will. I think we have to stick together. We have to bond together. So of course I'm a Zion guy.
Shout out you, by the way. You had a post on your Instagram story the other day where you were like, anytime I feel bad about myself, I just look at 2014 Mark Titus, and it actually is like the Face app. Snapchat, look at what everyone would look like if they were 100 pounds heavier. That might be the greatest picture to have in your back pocket because you're hot now, like very hot, which I'll gas you up. We do that now. But that, you should have that on your refrigerator. It's incredible.
I'm so proud of it. I had a bunch of people reach out to me because I was getting rid of an old computer and I was digging up old pictures and trying to figure out which ones to save and which ones to get rid of. And I just stumbled across a treasure trove of pics of when I was fat. And I didn't realize I was fat. In the moment. That's how it works. It's you're just put on a little bit, but I'm not that bad. So anytime I come across those pictures, it's hysterical. I love it. And I had people reach out to me and say not that I was brave, but it's man, that's crazy that you're willing to just do that. I'm like, what do you mean willing to do that? That's the greatest thing ever. Yes. It's the greatest, to be this is what I used to look like. And now I don't look like this anymore. I played it so beautifully because I was fat in my 20s. I'm in better shape now than I was when I played basketball, which was really smart too. Cause I was kind of doughy when I played basketball as well. So, that is the standard I think people hold you to is what you looked like in your 20s and all that. And, I played it beautifully. I lowered the bar very, very low when I was 25. And then now all I have to do is just not eat garbage. And people think I look great when really I don't think it's really that. It's just I just don't look like what I used to.
No, you look great. You look great. And you also have the Cali tan, your hair. You've been wearing a lot of Hawaiian shirts.
Oh, you're drinking water at 9 o'clock in the morning.
You're doing all these things.
That's a flex, though. Drinking a big glass of water first thing in the morning. That's a major healthy person.
That basically gets you on Joe Rogan's podcast as a scientist.
Yeah.
Be you know what I do? I chug water in the morning.
My skin is great. That's that dude from Peloton, the CEO of Peloton. Every morning he goes to the sink and he takes, I think, 40 handfuls of water and throws them into his mouth and gulps them down. That's his secret. That's when I knew it was time to get off the bike.
Oh, Jesus. That's amazing.
I don't have that yet. Give me a few more years in California and I'll have my thing that I do. I don't really have a thing yet. I just kind of I don't know. I jog every so often, but yeah, I will have something where I'm injecting kale into my veins or something.
You go outside.
But I'm not there yet. I don't have anything weird yet.
You go outside and stare directly at the sun for 30 seconds every morning.
Yeah.
Right.
Burn your retinas.
What is the difference in process between having a guy? Because I imagine you guys didn't write anything down when I said I would come on the show.
No.
Versus someone that you're being pitched to come on and I don't know, and you don't know anything about them. You have no idea what to expect. What is your what's the difference of process there?
Well, sometimes they ask us to write down sample questions, and then we just totally make those up, and we never. Yeah. And maybe we'll end up asking one out of 20 questions that we send.
Bullshit.
But that's just by coincidence that we do that. So occasionally we do that, and then usually it's mostly just Kelly or Peggy or bookers. Just being hey, do you want this person? And us being oh, God, it's another text from Kelly again. And then we ignore it for a while. Then she yells at Hank, and then we say, yeah, okay, we'll take that person.
Pretty much. That's the whole process.
One thing I got to get better at that I could ask you guys for advice is when do you plug the energy drink that the guest has to plug? Is that out of the gate you do that? Do you because I haven't gotten a natural, you have someone on, you want to talk about their career, you want to talk about something interesting that you want, that they did, that I don't know, you have your list of questions and you're all right, so pivoting here, it's your energy drink that you're promoting. What's that about? It says here that you're in crypto. What is that about?
There are times where it is, we've had certain interviews and people will know exactly who we're talking about when we say these, but where it's just awkward. It's almost like the classic Dan Patrick when he had Matt Harvey on, and Matt Harvey refused to talk about anything but Qualcomm. There'll be some of those where you're this sucks. You don't want to be here.
I should do that sometime. Yeah. That'd be a good bit for me to come out here and just
pitch something for the entire time. Let's get it back to Qualcomm.
I'm just here to talk about broadband access. That's it.
Yeah.
let's get into it. But yeah, Rock and Refuel, actually, the AJ Green one. See, sometimes it's actually funny because the guest will just constantly talk about the product, and it goes out the other end, and it becomes good again because it's so bad.
Yeah. That's I should do that. That's a good bit I could try. So,
all right, so I have a real basketball question. So the Clippers are probably, at the time of this taping, they're down 2-0. And I had the take that we'll eventually get to the point where people will be like, they just hate each other because it makes no sense. Obviously, Luka's incredible, and the Mavs are a good team, but it makes no sense that they could possibly be out of the playoffs again in the first, or last year was the second round, but first round. Do you think that it's a chemistry thing, and being on teams your entire life at Ohio State and AAU? I don't know if everyone knows, but he played with Odin and Mike Conley, AAU. How much is the chemistry actually a real thing in basketball?
Oh, it's a thing. I think the Clippers, though, I don't know if they really hate each other, or when I watch the Clippers, it feels like they all want to have a chip on the shoulder, but they're kind of trying to just shortcut the chip on the shoulder situation where they're like there's like a sense of entitlement. I don't know. It's like a false it's so weird. And what I mean by that is, like, the thing that stood out to me, I didn't watch it. I was watching the Lakers game last night.
Lakers fan, yep.
I'm a diehard Lakers fan, as we've discussed. But Paul George crosses up Porzingis, and the Clippers bench goes nuts, and they're pointing at Porzingis, and they're mocking Porzingis, and there's this whole attitude about how they're like the tough guys, but they're also down 2-0 and they've lost 2 games at home. And they were doing this last year too, with like chirping at Luka when they were playing the Mavs. They were chirping at Dame Lillard when he was at the free throw line. I just get the sense of, like, they all want to be chip on their shoulder, underdog, like we're the team no one likes in LA. Whatever, but they don't actually play hard or care about the score. It's a bizarre deal. I don't think they hate each other. They hate themselves. I think everybody on that team deep down kind of hates themselves. Yeah.
I also here's a take I'm going to probably work on. It's not ready yet, but Kawhi just isn't built to be like the true alpha, because he doesn't. You do at some point have to be the guy who, like, yells at your teammates and, like, hey, go over here, do this, do that. And you could make the argument that with the Raptors, the Spurs obviously were loaded for other reasons. They had different guys. But the Raptors, Kyle Lowry was probably that guy for that team.
Yeah, I would agree with you, I guess.
And Paul George is not that guy. Well, so it's like they don't have that guy.
If you want to get into, like, the psychology of it, Paul George probably feels the need to stand up and try to be that guy because Kawhi is not as vocal as he should be, or as vocal as a lot of other leaders are. But he also knows that Kawhi is way better than him. So when he tries to step in that leadership position, he's being, like, totally inauthentic, gets in his own head.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like their trash talk is inauthentic. That's the way of putting it, is inauthentic. Is like they have this brand in their head of, like, this is the team we are. And it's very inauthentic. Even Ty Lue, like, the way I haven't paid that much attention to the Clippers this year, but every time, like, a Ty Lue post-game press conference quote pops up on my timeline, I just roll my eyes at, like, how he's like trying to play a character of I don't know. I don't give a damn. Like, he feels like Ty Lue just says that a lot. Like, I don't give a damn what the haters think and what. It's like, what? Okay, I don't. Right. Okay.
Right. He's like, who are you talking to right now?
Ty, what's going on right now? I don't know. The Clippers, they've gotten kind of boring to me. I think it was more fun last year watching them flame out, and this year I'm not really surprised. And it's just, I don't know. It's not as fun. Last year was fun. Last year watching them.
Yeah, you're right. There's
hilarious. This year it's just like kind of sad.
Depressing. Yeah. It's sad and depressing, and you're like, wait, they really do suck, kind of.
Yeah,
like
they just kind of.
When it's supposed to matter, they just suck. Yeah, it's. I don't know. I just, it's fun watching like a team and knowing that it's going to produce the most nuclear takes. Like the Clippers are one of those teams where you have the star potential, you have the Paul George playoff P, which is a lightning rod, and you just know you're going to get the takes.
But I guess my argument would be I think the Nets are the new Clippers because the Clippers have gotten to the point now where there is no, like, arguing. I don't think it's worth, like, hashing out.
They stink.
There's no two sides. They just stink. That's what I'm saying. It's just depressing, and you're just like, yeah, they stink. You're not caught in an argument of, like, can they do it? Are they going to be? Is the chemistry going to work? I don't know, man. They're still really talented, so I still think they're going to. The argument you don't really have arguments about. I think the Nets are the new Clippers in that regard. We're like, they're obviously very good. They're super talented. They're the favorites to win it, but can it work?
Right.
Do they have production after the first 3 guys? And then now you can kind of argue about that. And, like,
4 guys?
4 guys. Sorry, I forgot about Blake. Is Kyrie nuts, and is James Harden a little too like you start having? Can those three personalities mesh like that? That's what the new Clippers are to me.
Right.
Yeah.
The Clippers
If you
are just
were-
boring. Get them out of here.
If you were on the Nets, so if we took Joe Harris off the Nets and we put Mark Titus on it, in your peak abilities,
Yeah.
how many points could you score?
I mean, I could hit open shots, so I guess it comes down to that. Like, I'd be good for like a couple threes a game.
Okay.
It sounds preposterous. I know people listening are like, you don't understand what goes into NBA, and I do. I get it. Like, I would be very out of shape. I could not guard anybody. My always like whenever I think about these hypotheticals, my thought is always like, how long can I be on the court before people realize this guy doesn't belong on this court?
Right.
This guy's, and I feel like I could disguise it for like a minute or two where I could cut, I could cut hard off of I would know where to be. I would spot up in good position stuff. Defense, I get burned a couple times, but I blame it on my teammates and I just point,
Yes.
and I think if you're watching, you'd be like, all right, you got burned, but like maybe there was supposed to be help there or something. So I think I could disguise it for like 2 minutes, but in all honesty, I could hit open shots. And I think like, if you're playing with those three guys, that's all you got to do is spot up in the corner. So I'm good for like, I go like 2 for 7 from the 3-point line. Just spotting up in the corner, I think.
That's not bad.
That's pretty good, yeah.
I think I go 2 for 7. Yeah.
On defense, did you ever pull this move when you tried to just like blend in, pretend that you got blocked behind like a really good screen that you had trouble fighting your way through?
Yeah.
And that's why you weren't able to guard him? Yeah, that's a good
I was
one.
great at dying on screens. That was a great defensive move. Also, the let the guy blow by you and then try to poke it from behind move.
Yeah.
Or just scream when a guy goes up for a layup. That's also like a That's a quick one.
The reach around
I
poke,
love doing
though,
that.
That's an all-time. I'm completely gassed, but I'm going to make like the bare minimum effort.
Yes.
Right. I do that. I don't know. A lot of bad charge attempts. I don't know, but dying on screens is a good one. Dying on because in my mind, when you're playing defense, if you get screened, that's basically just that's a get out of jail free card.
Yes.
And you can
Good
It
offense
now
beats
falls
good
on the
defense, yeah.
It now falls on the rest of the team to do something about it. And you're like, all right, my work here is done. I've been screened.
So what about the Midwest teams? You are Mr. Midwest after all.
Yep.
Are you rooting for the Bucks?
I think I'd have to be because the Bucks have like college basketball vibes where it's like they're Virginia before Virginia won the title, or they're like Baylor, where they're good every year but they can't get over the hump and people are counting them out. And I think like I'm cheering for them for that story because it's a small market, and they play an ugly brand of basketball. And I would like to see them pulled off. I don't really know who I'm cheering for though. I am cheering for small markets in general. I want small markets in general. I don't want Lakers Nets. I definitely don't want that.
We're rooting for the Nets just because of Blake Griffin and hoping that we get to in some way like the first 400 text messages that he sends are like not responded to, and then he sends like a text to us being like, "Hey, you want to come party with the team?"
I was gonna say, the party. Have you guys ever done that? Like PFT, you did that with the Caps, kind of.
Yeah, with the Caps after the Stanley Cup, that was quite a night.
Yeah. Yeah, I did with the Blackhawks, both 13 and 15. It was very fun. Very, very fun.
I imagine.
And the Cubs, actually, with Rizzo. But that was different because baseball is different. Like, the guys aren't, like, friends the same way.
But you weren't in Cleveland either, like the night of. I'm talking like the night of.
No, I was doing
I
live
remember.
stream. Yes, I was doing
With Dave.
With Dave.
Yeah,
Yes.
I imagine NBA guys. I don't know. Hockey guys can party. They can.
Hockey's
I'm sure they have
by
a good
far
time,
the best.
but-
The scenario with the Caps was it was in Las Vegas and they didn't fly home. Usually the team that wins the Stanley Cup on the road, they'll get on a plane that night. They'll go back to their hometown. They'll party there, but they're like, we're in Vegas. We're going to stay here. And that was, it was absolutely insane.
Well, I tell you what, if the Nets are playing the Lakers and they clinch in LA, you guys got to come out to LA and then let me sneak into this party.
Wait, we got to come out to LA and stay at your house and then hope that
Stay
Blake
at my house.
texts us?
Yeah, we'll all just be we'll live stream all of us. We'll have Russillo come over. We'll all go to Russillo's house and we'll just live stream the four of us staring at our phones, waiting for Blake Griffin to text us.
I have a pretty good sense of like where I stand with some of our guests / like celebrity athletes.
Yeah.
I would say that there's a 0.00001% chance that Blake Griffin would ever text us after. And that's not a knock on Blake. I just know where I stand with him, and I love him, and I think he does consider us friends, like this show and like all of us, but that would not happen.
What if you reach out to him though?
No, I think he would give me. He'd
would
hit
ju-
me with the
you would
ha
just-
ha, not the button one.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, hey, you want to go
Double
out?
tap.
And he'd hit me with the ha ha.
Emphasize.
And then it would just be that would be it. And I'm like, okay, cool.
We're not even his favorite podcast. So,
Yeah, Dax Shepard or
Dax is
whatever.
probably going to hang out with him afterwards.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
It's hurtful.
Wow.
It's
Now,
very
that's
hurtful.
tough.
James Harden, that would be a fun guy to hang out with.
Yes.
right after
That
they
would be
won.
fun.
God
that would be
damn
fun.
it.
He would be like
I think-
J.R. Smith, except not putting on a shirt. He just wouldn't put pants on for the next
Who
week and a
who
half.
would be the least fun, like, of all the teams in the playoffs if they won? What would be the
Least fun team.
You get asked to go out with them.
I
They're
like
like,
this.
you get to go party that night after they won the title, and you're like, meh.
I mean, the
think I'm good.
Clippers.
I don't need to.
Yeah,
Clippers.
The Clippers, Paul
Clippers.
George and like Kawhi standing in the corner.
Patrick Beverly getting into fights with everybody?
Yeah, sneaky.
Yeah.
Maybe most fun would be the Sixers. I think Joel Embiid would be so much fun to be around.
Joel Embiid would be a ton of
He
fun.
seems like a guy who would be like trying to. He seems like a guy who would want everyone else to have as much fun as him.
Yeah,
You
the Mavs. The idea of like Cuban and Luka. I don't know if that would be fun or not. I think it's one end of the spectrum, and I don't know if it's like the worst party ever, or if like Luka would get after it and be a ton of fun to be around.
What about the Jazz? If you win in Salt Lake City, I guess you
Yeah,
could turn
that's
it
a
into a
good one.
game, and you could be like, we could realistically try to drink every ounce of alcohol in this entire city.
Well, I mean, the Jazz would be if I was making a list of like parties I could most likely get into. The Jazz is probably at the top.
Yeah, that's
probably
that's
Yeah.
definitely the top.
So,
I mean, the most fun is a no-brainer. The Suns. We'd all get our dicks sucked, right? Jake goes first. What would you go, Mark? Let's go around the room. I call third. I want third.
I'll go last.
Okay, there we go, PFT. So
Mark,
I go third.
Mark
Jake goes
wanted to
first.
say he wanted to go last, but I could tell
Yeah.
that he was embarrassed. So
You
I'll
want
take
second? You want the 2-hole? You can. All right, we'll give Mark the 2-hole, and then we'll just go Hank and Bubba
God.
4 5.
that. Bubba batting cleanup?
Yeah, Bubba 4, Hank 5, PFT 6. Yeah, I mean that would by far be the I would imagine showing up to the Suns. Imagine if Frank Kaminsky got us in the Suns party. We're like, so
You know
when's
who-
the dick sucking?
Jake Crowder's still icing his balls down.
Oh shit. I think the Celtics wouldn't be fun either.
No,
I think if the Celtics won, that
Should we
wouldn't be
talk
fun.
about your
What?
boy?
No, we
So,
don't need to.
well, I mean, Brad Stevens is he coaching for his job? Well,
He is
is coaching
He's not
for
my
his
boy
job.
anymore.
he's not your boy anymore. But I thought Indiana didn't offer him.
Yeah, they didn't offer him, but at the same time, they offered him $70 million. But and then he's like, "What? They never offered me anything." And yeah, I don't know. I wish Brad well. I am from the Brad Stevens coaching tree. He coached me when I was in second grade. We go way back. So I will cheer for Brad, but the dream is dead. The dream is officially dead. I came on this show. I tried to meme it into existence. I tried to meme Brad Stevens.u, but I really do like Mike Woodson. Are you nervous yet, Big Cat, that like all the initial laughing at Mike Woodson is already looking shaky?
I told you I'm nervous because of Thad Matta. Like Mike Woodson does not make me nervous. Thad Matta makes me nervous. Thad Matta is a great recruiter and he knows how to build a program. So he absolutely makes me nervous. And I'm more nervous about like what the future is with Greg Gard than I am about, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It seems
Yeah.
unstable. Mm-hmm. So
that seems fair, but he just got an extension, didn't he? So he'll be around for a little while. So
Yeah.
good for you. Yeah, a little more stable now.
Going to get back to Titus in a second, but first I want to talk to you about our great friends over at Coors Light. You ever feel like summer just flies by? What do you do when you need a moment to chill in the summer? I'll tell you what you need to do. You need to take a pause for the cause. You need to crack open an ice-cold Coors Light because it is the official beer of slowing down summer. Summer always feels like the shortest season. We need to make the most out of it. We all just need to chill. As a beer that's made to chill, we want you to savor every second of summer, rediscover and enjoy what makes summer awesome. So when you need to slow down, just open up a Coors Light. It's mountain cold refreshment. It's made to chill. The mountains turn the brightest shade of blue in the world. No offense, Bubba. Coors Light is a cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged beer. It's literally made to chill. It's as crisp, as refreshing as the Colorado Rockies. It's perfect for a moment to unwind this summer. Coors Light, when you open it up, Coors Light makes the coldest sound in the world. The sound, you know what? I'm going to open one up right now.
There we go.
Here we go. Tell me this is not the coldest sound in the world.
Oh,
buddy.
yes.
That's cold. Going to be doing that a few times this weekend. I'm going to be drinking some ice-cold Coors Light, some Colorado Kool-Aid. You should, too. Coors Light is the official beer of slowing down summer. Show us your Blue Mountains all summer long, because as the beer that's made to chill, we want you to savor every second of summer. Get Coors Light summer packaging straight to your door with Drizzly or with Instacart. You can celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
How long is Coach K going to coach for?
Tate is very much on the Tate put in my ear that Coach K is going to do a farewell tour this year.
Whoa.
Yeah. And I haven't gotten out of my head since.
Oh,
and I don't know if
Does he have any sources behind that, or is he just
wait,
like,
hold on.
is this say it,
Hold on.
and then it will happen like The Secret?
Hold on. Will it be year one? Because Coach K definitely is going to do I will be retiring in 2025. Here's my last 4 years. Everyone really soak it in.
Well, also there's like imbalanced scheduling in the ACC, so he wants to make sure that every ACC arena he'll have a chance to get to everyone. So he's not going to get to all of them this year, but next year we'll be able to get to all of them. No, Tate has, as is anything with Duke and Tate, like he's got sources, but also like you could tell that guy anything that's like kind of bad about Duke, and he's just chomping at the bit. Like, yes, I accept it as fact. Yeah, I'm running with this. So he definitely has sources. He has people that said there's a plan in place, but also I think. He maybe didn't pay attention to the details. He just heard Coach K's retiring and just ran with that.
Interesting.
But he said it out loud, and I listened to him make the case, and I was like, that makes a ton of sense. All he really wanted to do was outlast Roy. Roy retired. I really do think like it's going to be interesting with all these old guys in college basketball because the game, as you guys are probably aware, is like college basketball is almost unrecognizable in terms of like how you construct a team than it was even like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't surprise me if all these old guys just do what what Roy did, where they just like wake up one day and they're like, I don't want to do this. This is insane. I don't want to like get into it. I don't even know how to log on to the transfer portal. I don't want to do this. And now I'm like, you used to like, if you're Jim Boeheim, you're trying to recruit a guy to go to Syracuse instead of Duke. And now you have to recruit guys to not go to the overtime league, to not go like really at like a prep school, to not like go to Australia.
He's running out of sons. That's his most effective recruting technique.
And I think you get to a point where maybe Boeheim, I don't know.
He wakes up one day and his car's on. And he's like, "How'd I end up here?" And he's like, "I should probably retire."
Yeah.
He has kind of been asleep
Jake
at the
gets
wheel
so
for that
mad
program.
when we make those fucking jokes. He gets so mad.
Yeah, because Buddy and Jimmy are
Shout out,
AWL.
shout out Buddy and Jimmy. We love Buddy and Jimmy.
Yeah.
I like Jim Boeheim. He's old school.
Here's another great question. Who's someone that confirmed listens to Pardon My Take all the time, huge AWL in the world of sports, an athlete, a coach, or whatever, where you're like, that's cool, you listen to the show, still fuck you.
Oh, that's a good question.
I don't care. I'm not gonna.
Great
I don't
question.
care. That's not
You're
gonna make
just
me
trying
like
to
you.
get us into a lot of trouble.
I think there are definitely some. We've gotten a little bit better because I know at the beginning. So at the beginning, we would take pretty much any interview, and I think we did turn some people that we would make fun of, and then it's like, oh, we've lost those people. Now we're getting a little more conscious of like Dude Perfect, for example. I bet you if we wanted to get Dude Perfect on the show, we could.
Oh, easy.
Yeah.
But we would never do it because then we can't make fun of them.
Easy answer.
Yeah.
Bryson DeChambeau.
Yeah,
He listens to the podcast.
Yes, he
Oh, okay.
He was
all right. There
listening
you go.
on the range.
Yes, he listens.
There you go.
And
he's
he
the one
hates
guy.
us.
Yeah.
And we fucking hate him. Yeah, so still fuck that guy.
Hey, Bryson, fuck you.
I bet. Do you think? And this can go for your podcast too, Titus. Like who? Let's not say listener, but they are aware of it, or it has been on at some point with them in the vicinity. That you'd be like, "Whoa, that's awesome!" Like we know that. Like Tom Brady has heard this podcast because Julian Edelman has like played it in the car.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like something like that. Like Tom Brady's not a listener, but he knows of our existence. Like,
Right.
do you think LeBron has ever had a podcast with Mark Titus on it? Like, it's in a lot. I don't know where it'd be. I don't think you listen to podcasts in a locker room.
No.
But is he aware?
I think I'm at a perfect level where I have enough of an audience that I can make a living doing this, and I can not worry about like where next month's rent's going to come from and all that kind of stuff. But I'm also at like, I'm not you guys. So if you Google sports podcast, if you're because like LeBron, you know that he just Googles sports podcasts. That's how LeBron consumes all of his media. When it comes time to read a book, he just says like, what are the best books? Oh, The Godfather. I'm going to pick that one up and read page 1. So I feel like I'm at a great level where like you don't really stumble across my show. So you have to kind of seek it out. So I'm not really, I don't anticipate a lot of the heavy hitters are listening, but the one thing that like trips me out. So I think like for my world, it would be like college coaches.
Right.
And I know that Tom Izzo is aware of our show. Right. And he definitely does not listen to it, but like I met the first time I ever met Tom Izzo, I was throwing out this theory. This is all the way back in 2016. Denzel Valentine was on Michigan State. He was first team All-American. Michigan State was ranked like number 1 in the country or number 2, something like that, really early out of the gate. They were playing out of their minds. Bryn Forbes was on the team too, who just had a great game for the Bucks. And they were awesome. And then Denzel Valentine suddenly has to get his knee scoped, and he's out for like 2 weeks or something. And then Michigan State starts losing a couple games. They're not playing that well. And I threw out this theory that Denzel Valentine faked his knee injury, that Tom Izzo told him we're peaking too soon and we need you to sit out for a couple weeks. Mm-hmm. Because when Denzel Valentine comes back from his knee injury, he's 100%. He's dunking on people. He's explosive, all that stuff. So I had this theory that Denzel Valentine faked his knee injury. I was demanding to see the scars on his knee, that he actually got it scoped, all this kind of stuff. Tom Izzo gets asked about it in a press conference. Someone raises their hand and is like, Tom, what do you have to say about the theory that Denzel never actually had a knee scope and you just benched him for 2 weeks because you guys were peaking too soon? He's like, what? What the hell is going on? Fast forward like a week, Michigan State's playing at Ohio State. I'm working out at the shot with Greg Oden. And we're coming down the stairs from the weight room or something, and Izzo sees Greg, and because the team bus is pulling in to like go warm up or something. He sees Greg, he's like, oh, big man, whatever, gives him daps him up, starts talking to him. Good to see you again. How's life? All that stuff. And he turns to me and he goes, I'm Tom Izzo. And I was like, hey, coach, Mark Titus. And he goes, you're the guy. And he puts me in a big headlock and starts giving me a noogie. And I'll never forget that moment. I was like, oh my God, like some of this bullshit I do on the internet like reaches these coaches, which is wild to me. So that was definitely a moment for me. But like I would say someone of that
story.
ilk.
Yeah.
Like if Izzo, like if Huggins mentions like at a post-game press conference, he's like, you know, these guys out here with these podcasts, Titus and the Titus of the world, I would shit my pants. I'd have to retire, I think,
Well, I think you're selling yourself short a little bit because, yeah, you maybe not in like the podcast format, but you're so hot, you probably get all the YouTube views. So we probably do very poorly on YouTube compared to you. We've got, faces for podcasting and voices for blogging. You have
you're a TV guy.
You have a face for television.
TV guy. Yeah, I'm a TV guy on YouTube. Tom Crean reached out to me one time. He called me, and I'll never forget that phone call when he just called and he's like, "Do you have a problem with me?" That's just how he started the phone call. Like, "Do you have are you obsessed with me?" And I was like, "Yeah, kind of, coach."
Sort of. Yeah. No, I mean,
sort of. Yeah.
Sometimes it takes like a guy holding a mirror like that to you to be like, "Yeah, I think this has been a me problem."
And Tom Crean is the perfect example of a guy who we interviewed and we're like, "Wow, I feel like an asshole because you are a really nice guy." Who genuinely cares about the kids and genuinely wants to do well, and just things didn't go well for a couple of years.
He's still really weird. I think if you're Tom Crean, you have to understand that. You have to understand at a certain point that I don't know. You have to be self-deprecating. You have to understand that there's stuff about you that people are just gonna make fun of.
But that's also like you can't. Not everyone can be John Harbaugh. There's some Jim Harbaughs. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of how you break it down. Where it's like if you can figure out that like, hey, I'm a little weird, or can you're just kind of going to be a little weird and let the chips fall. Yeah.
Is there someone that you made fun of all the time and then you found out they listened to the show or they came on the show? I mean, is Crean the answer, I guess, like that? Like, I guess like if Rick Pitino
Yeah, no, we love Rick.
Replied to you guys and was like, love the show.
Yeah, I love Rick.
No, we're big Rick fans.
Well, you know that I have a stalker.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, all right, good. Yeah. So we love Rick.
We have always loved Rick.
Yeah, we've never said anything bad about Rick.
We've always loved Kwame Brown too.
There was a time when I felt a little bad about the J.J. Watt because, like, I think he said to us, he was like, "Yeah, my grandmother would read all the comments on all my tweets," and I'd be like, "Okay, yeah, that does humanize it a little bit, but yeah, you just gotta."
It's hard, man.
You gotta fight through it and just be like, "I'm just gonna keep being an asshole."
Yeah, because you don't want to wake up and be like Wilbon, where you're just like my close personal friend,
right?
With every single athlete. You got to make fun of some of these guys. So.
Sean McVay was another one too.
Yeah.
So Sean McVay met him at the combine, and he was like, "Hey, you guys certainly take a lot of shots about my facial hair. What's up with that?" And at that point, I was actually like, I need to go harder at his facial hair now because, like, Sean McVay should not care what me, the person with the world's worst facial hair, has to say about his beard all the time.
Right.
But I think we've done a good enough job where it's like there's like a camp of guys, probably a dozen guys who I would consider like friends. You know what I mean? And I'll defend them forever. And then the rest are just like we're friendly with them, but they know that like we still have to do a show.
Yeah.
Like we still make fun of J.J. Watt. He's in that second category of like we're friendly with him. I would never say anything like overtly mean at this point, but I still will say like he can be very lame. Yeah,
and he has to. Yeah, I think those are my favorite guys. Like they might be lame, but I guess they understand that you have to do a show, and they're like, I get it. I would make fun of me too, whatever. Like I feel like the college basketball version of that is Musselman. That he's like he just does memes and is kind of out of his mind in a lot of ways. And I guess if you like make jokes about him about that, he's like, yeah, man, love the show.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, he gets it. He's a go with the flow. He understands like
he understands the content game.
Taking yourself too seriously is a very good way to turn people off.
Right.
I've actually noticed this about Muss is recently he's been about, I think, 6 or 7 days behind on PMT.
Yeah.
Because he'll reply to like our podcast with like quotes from the podcast that came out like last Tuesday.
I can confirm that because
this would be a good test. So, Muss, when you're hearing this, tweet at us. Tweet this quote directly back at us so we can time this out.
That's actually a confirmed fact because Anthony, his right-hand man, who I'm friends with, said like yesterday, like, Muss loves the Dan Campbell interview. So I was like, okay, that makes sense. Perfect. Yeah. Like he loved it.
He's gonna be like, I love Titus on PMT. And like, that was fun. And then he's gonna like mention something from me coming on in March or something.
Yeah. Are you going to the Indy 500 this weekend?
I'm not. It's sad. I went every year for I don't know how many years, 20 years, something like that. I grew up going to the race. I transitioned from like sitting by the pits with my dad and watching them work on the cars and all that stuff. And then I reached a certain age and I wanted to go to the infield and do that scene. And I went every year. Obviously last year we didn't go. They didn't have fans. This year I was so excited to go back. And then they announced that there's no infield seating. And you have to, like, if you go to the race, my understanding is you have to sit in the stands. It's like 60% capacity and wear a mask. And it just wasn't worth it. That's not the race. That's not the race.
Can you explain it?
I'm not going.
Can you explain to us, because we're big F1 guys, can you explain, like, IndyCar racing to us in terms of F1?
Well, first of all, they go faster. So that's a little beta.
F1, you mean?
No. IndyCar. So
but there are a lot of twists and turns.
How many
in
kilometers,
IndyCars, right?
How many kilometers does the Indy go?
So it's a little lame to cheer to watch the slower cars, but I understand. The Indy 5.
It's like watching college basketball instead of NBA.
Right.
I mean, you walked into that. You did.
It probably kind of is. It probably is, because if you're making the argument about Formula One, you'd be like, the crowds are better. There's more of a culture there.
Right.
There's more of a.
It really is.
And it kind of is.
That's
it really is college
analogous,
basketball. Yeah. In that regard, I have no rebuttal. Go watch Formula One. It's better.
Sorry.
No. The hook for the Indy 500 is largest sporting venue in the world. IMS. You guys have been.
Yes.
You know this. You guys walked around.
We saved your brother's life.
Yeah, you did. You saved my brother. Where would my brother be if he couldn't crash in the
I think dead.
Barstool RV?
Yes. Wait, so keep
Anyway.
going. Indy 500. Yeah, it does suck that you're not going to be there.
Yeah, largest venue in the world, largest single day, not this year, but under normal circumstances, largest single day crowd for a sporting event anywhere in the world. You will not find a sporting event where more people for one day go to one spot to watch a sporting event than the Indy 500. And beyond like the party scene, which is it's a party. There's no better party scene for sports. I know the Derby gets wild, but the Indy 500 is the Derby, but it's bigger. And also, you can bring your own alcohol into the track, which you can't do at Churchill Downs. And then on top of all that, even beyond the party and the atmosphere and all that, the race is awesome because it really is like it's an engineering marvel that these guys are going this fast. The track is basically flat, so they're just like going into turns, going 230 miles an hour, and they have to like kind of brake and not hit each other and turn. And it's wild. It's wild. So if did you guys go to the race? Did you actually go to the race? Or were you just kind of there for the scene?
No, we were there for the scene.
I left.
Posers.
Yeah.
Did you see the?
Showed up
you
to
gotta see
the
the
vodka
you gotta
interview with Fuzzy Zeller and left.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Did you see the? You got to see the cars go around though, like how fast they go.
What are they?
You
Are
already-
they?
already
So
pissed.
are they
heard
like
them.
their cars and they go fast? Huh? That's interesting.
It's really just a
saw
sporting
that.
event for 5-year-olds.
No, I was gonna say on the. Wow. I was gonna say when you're there.
Car.
Oh my god!
My son would love it. Car.
Whoa.
Car.
That backfired. I was gonna say when you're there and you watch the cars go, like you get an appreciation for how fast they're going because they, it's
They're going
but I guess
fast.
that's-
You've done a
they're
great
going
job
very
of selling
fast.
this. Have you seen, by the way, there was a story, and I don't really understand the details of it, but your good friend Dan Dockich is working for DoorDash.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
a wild story.
That's a wild story. I will again. I'm gonna. Can we go back to the Taiwan thing? I'll talk about that.
Yeah, that was probably easier than
Like,
getting
that's
Dockich.
probably
Oh my
easier to
god!
talk
I
about.
would love to hear Dockich's takes on the People's Republic of China.
Order a pizza or
Yeah,
something.
he might show up. Let's talk about it.
Yeah,
If you call into Dockich's show and ask him about Taiwan, he would like just Google Taiwan as you're asking the question, and then he would just like be skimming the Wikipedia page and just firing off takes with like the most confidence in the world of like here's my thoughts. That's what.
It's just damn common
he did.
sense. It's a bigger country. You should own Taiwan.
My thing is this: if you're an island, you shouldn't belong. Like Hawaii, you should be your own country. If you're not,
man. All right, I had one last question for you. So, the Ringer Union.
damn it. I started. People don't know this. This is a true story. I don't know why I'm telling you this. I might get in trouble for it, but this is a true story. I actually started the Ringer Union and then left, and that was the plan all along. Was that I was going to light a stick of dynamite, drop it in the Ringer, and then bounce and go to Fox and let everyone else deal with it. So I recruited everybody to join the union. I was going around with a clipboard and a sign-up sheet. I walked into Bill's office and I had two pieces of paper. And one was the union where we had enough signatures to actually form a union, and the other was my resignation letter. And then I walked out. And
Take them
Kaiser
both.
Soze.
You're going to
yeah,
need both of them. I love it.
I have one last question. Are you a
Yeah.
Ohio State apologist, like through and through? Like Urban Meyer, good guy.
Yeah, he
solid
did everything
dude?
he could.
No.
He did everything
no.
he could.
That's another deal that you're trying to like. Dan is trying to get me to get that. I'm not an Urban Meyer fan. I was never an Urban Meyer fan. I was a fan of Urban.
You were a fan of his results.
I was a fan of his results. Yeah, like I was definitely a hypocrite in that I was like, I will take all of the winning, but the guy, like he was a mercenary, and I knew that, and like he was using Ohio State to. He was LeBron. Urban Meyer and LeBron were the same person that was like, I'm going to use this to get what I need out of it. I'm going to use the state of Ohio, and then once I get what I need, I'm gone, and that's that. And I saw through it. I'm a Jim Tressel guy. Tressel is the greatest.
Big punt guy.
He is unbelievable. He's a guy that like genuinely cares and genuinely gets it. And so that's like the way Urban handled things at Ohio State was like polar opposite. Just in talking to like people that dealt with. I knew people that played football at Ohio State. This is a true story. I know people that played for Urban Meyer at Ohio State that were starters for Ohio State, and Urban Meyer did not know their name. I swear to God.
Just their number?
They started football games at Ohio State, and Urban Meyer did not know their name.
Yeesh. Yeesh. I mean, but that, I mean.
So once you hear that, you're like, I mean, I'm not going to like bend over backwards defending the guy and cheer for him. But at the same time, like, I do love that we kick everyone's ass. So I'm not going to, like protest and be like, I'm done with Ohio State football. Like, I'm going to watch.
It's really your Urban Meyer like fandom can be summed up if you ask like, hey, Mark Titus, at what cost would you have for a national title? And your cost would be like, domestic violence and human beings being significantly hurt and emotionally, psychology, all these things. Tattoos, all these things. That's your cost. Tattoos. Everyone's got a cost.
That was Tressel.
Yeah.
Well, charges of a tattoo.
It's from the fucking peanut gallery.
It's like
tattoos.
Domestic abuse, tattoos. It's all the same.
Or like Russillo when he's like, I don't like Trump, but the tax breaks are pretty nice.
Hey, speaking of Ohio State football, the one thing I wanted to talk about before we get out of here, Dan, where walk me through the Justin Fields experience with the Bears now, because I feel like you're not as excited about this as you should be.
No, I'm more than excited.
Okay, because I get a sense from you that you're like, I don't want to be too excited because I've been down this road before. I got to be honest. Justin Fields is my favorite Ohio State player of all time. It was Braxton Miller. Justin Fields came along. I love everything about the guy. He is so easy to root for. I loved watching that guy play football. And I think I've reached a point where I'm going to be a Bears fan because I don't really cheer for an NFL team. I watch all the NFL games, but I'm going to be a Bears fan because Justin Fields having success in the NFL is good for Ohio State, obviously. Like the moment he's drafted, everyone says Ohio State can't produce good quarterbacks. But my question to you, Dan, is what happens like if Justin Fields is successful, is this more of a win for Ohio State or for the Chicago Bears history of quarterbacks? You know what I mean? Like who gets to be like, you can't make fun of our quarterbacks anymore?
I think we do like a press conference together.
We do a joint press conference.
Yeah, we're like, hey, everyone, like when you bring up quarterbacks, Justin Fields is the only one you should bring up.
It's the epic handshake meme. Yeah,
right,
it's like,
exactly.
It's Bears fans and then Ohio State fans, and the Ohio State fan has a free tattoo on his body.
Right, exactly. And the Bears fans has like a few broken fingers, and it's like this is this quarterback, this Craig Krenzel. I am over the moon. The only thing that I'm tempering my expectations is I know that Matt Nagy is not going to start him week 1, so I have to like. I want him to start right away. I want to jump right in. I want to do the thing. I don't want to watch Andy Dalton on Sunday Night Football. Nice guy. Seems like a nice guy. Nice family. He was on the, we interviewed him. I really just want to start this era because I really do think he is special. And here's the thing. I'm at the point too that if it fails, it might just be done. I might be done.
Yeah.
With everything.
Well, that's my fear. So how does it fail? Like what, I know the Bears aren't the greatest organization, but a lot of the problems with NFL commentary is that, like, as a guy who doesn't really get into the weeds and pay that much attention, is it just feels like it's all just sort of this. Like, if you're not one of like 4 franchises that like actually knows what the hell you're doing, it feels like everyone just says LOL Browns, LOL Jets,
right?
LOL Bears, and you're like, okay, but like, what's the difference between the Jets and the Bears and the Lions and the Browns and the so what is the Bears situation? Like, how is this going to go? What should I be prepared for as I'm diving in, ready to cheer for Justin Fields?
The Bears are a cheap franchise in that they're like the Jets. Those guys have money, right? Like, so their problem isn't that they don't have money and that they're not like trying to spend away their problems. They're just incompetent. The Bears. The McCaskies, like, that's all their money is tied up in the Bears because it's the family, like, heir, right? Mm-hmm. So they weren't like a big businessman or businesswoman and then became the Bears owners. They have just been the Bears owners. So like an accountant runs the fucking team and they do shit where it's like, all right, well, we'll keep this coach or, we won't have as many scouts or like we won't upgrade this, our injuries, all these things. So they just want to basically sell 1985 memorabilia and be like, hey, every 5 to 10 years, the Bears will win a couple playoff games and be like, Bears are back.
Bears are back. Yeah.
And I fall into it. We all fall into it.
You do?
That's fine. Yeah. I could live with that.
Yeah. So that's how it's going to fail, and it will just fail, and it will be epic. But I don't think it's going to fail.
Jay Cutler just said today I wouldn't play Justin Fields to start. He said I would let him watch. It's a tough spot. especially in Chicago. I think Andy Dalton is more than serviceable.
Yeah.
But I think, honestly,
More than serviceable.
Yeah, that's a glowing endorsement.
Huge.
More than serviceable.
You have a guy on the bench that like the whole city's foaming at the mouth to see, and
More than serviceable.
Or the guy that's more than serviceable.
I do think that you have to say all of these things. I hope that the Bears are saying all these things and secretly like not meaning it, and they're just going to operate under the assumption that he will be starting week 1. But you can't have him go into like his first offseason, or not even his first offseason, his first training camp, his first OTA, with the pressure being like, this is going to be the guy.
And the Bears are doing a thing like, so the perfect explanation is Ryan Pace has now had. So he traded for Mike Glennon, or signed Mike Glennon, drafted Mitch Trubisky, got Nick Foles, got Andy Dalton, got Justin Fields. He's had five quarterbacks. No GM gets 5 quarterbacks, right?
Yeah.
And he's had 2 head coaches. He's had 5 quarterbacks, and the Bears are like, well, let's let him just do this draft. So now he gets Justin Fields. So even if Justin Fields is good, then that means that Ryan Pace and Matt Nagy keep their jobs, which they're probably not very fit for their jobs. So then the cycle continues like that.
I got you.
It's stupidity.
Okay. That's okay. Well,
but welcome. We're glad to have you.
Yeah.
We're glad to have you. This will be fun.
It's gonna work. And if it doesn't, like you said, we're blaming it. I just want to get out ahead of it.
I'll just jump in front of a bus.
It's if Justin Fields in Chicago does not work out, it is the Bears' fault. Do not blame this on Ohio State quarterbacks. It is put that one in the Bears. Don't blame Justin Fields. That's all I'm asking.
Blame Georgia. That's an easy out.
Blame Georgia. Yes.
And Titus, you referred to LeBron and Urban Meyer's mercenaries. Yeah. Justin Fields dyed in the wool Ohio State guy.
No. Justin Fields loved Ohio State. He and also so did Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is also an Ohio State guy.
Yes. I mean, you could do that.
We get Joe Burrow and we get Justin Fields. That's how it works. No, I love that. That's the future of college sports, though. Is like that. There really need, like, Tate and I have thrown around an idea of doing an off-season show where we like decide who gets to claim which players, because the more transfers that are happening, it's more the waters are muddy about it.
I mean, I love doing that. I always have people just replying like Russell Wilson went to NC State. Yeah. And it's like, okay, well, I'm claiming him. Yeah, we should do like a draft. You get to
do a draft.
Right.
Yeah.
It should be just by conference. Like who are these guys? Maybe like in 5 years when more transfers happen, we'll have enough. We'll have enough where we can do a full-on draft and like who gets these people.
A reverse draft where colleges take players from the pros,
right,
and claim them.
Yeah, you're recruiting them back to your college,
right,
for the legacy. But that stuff matters in basketball, at least. Like I would love LeBron to do a recruitment where he like picks which school he would have gone to for real, and like he has to stick with it instead of saying like I was definitely going to Ohio State and Duke. And I mean, Kobe did the same thing where he would just say whatever school. I love that idea of you have to re-recruit the pros and get it back, and then now you can use them for recruiting purposes.
I also want you to know, you said something brilliant earlier here, and you could honestly make this a full-time podcast, is just whether or not like LeBron James or Urban Meyer is the bigger Ohio vampire. Like which one of these is the bigger locust that just used our state and left? Yeah. That right there, that could fuel at least a month of First Take.
Yeah, well, people are going to throw me on there. They're going to be like, Titus, who you're not even from Ohio. You lived there for a little while. You made Ohio State basketball your brand, and then you moved to California. So
I mean, you said it.
I should look in the mirror.
Yeah, but you look
in the mirror.
Yeah, look in the mirror and you see a hot dude. Like that's just guys gassing each other up.
You guys look great too, by the way.
Oh, thanks. It took us 5 times of complimenting you for you to finally reciprocate.
By the way, the sneaky last thing. My favorite thing that, like, I don't know why this started, but Stanford Steve and it's because of the wings. We were trying to get wings at a Final Four like 3 years ago. So it was me, Stanford Steve, and
it was one of those stories where everyone thinks they're right, and that's what makes it so funny. It's like none of us are backing down. That you and Steve, it was like 1:30 a.m.
PFT has my back. Yeah,
and and it was just like a difference of lifestyle. Because
I have no idea. I was on Mali in Hong Kong.
Yeah, he was in Hong Kong.
So yeah, we were at the Final Four, and it's like 1 a.m., but it's very, very late, and we're I don't know, it's late for us old dudes, and we're the scene is winding down, and you and Steve are talking about going to get wings tomorrow.
We made a date,
and yeah, you made a date. You're like, at noon tomorrow, we're going to go to this place and get wings. And like, you're like, I heard this place is the best wing place in Minnesota. And then you guys invited me. You're like, Titus, you want to go get wings at this place that has the best wings in Minneapolis. And seeing you two alphas, just like the stature that you I don't know, it was the most intimidating thing I've ever seen in my life, because I have never once in my life, quote unquote, gone to get wings. You just like,
What?
Go to a restaurant and then you order wings while you're there.
No.
Or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I knew PFT.
Mark, tell me you're casual without telling me you're casual.
Yeah, we were making plans. We were literally like, all right, see you tomorrow. Like, let's meet at this place tomorrow.
So,
wings.
I do that typically like once every 2 weeks.
It was
I make
so
a wing date.
It was
Matter of
I
fact,
know,
my
I was
last
stunned.
meal that I had at a restaurant before the pandemic closed everything down was on a wing lunch with your co-host Charlotte Wilder at Buffalo Wild Wings in Times Square. That was my last meal before they closed down the entire city.
I'm not anti-wing. I eat wings. I go to get wings. It was the way it would go down with me and my friends. I'd say, hey, you want to grab lunch tomorrow? And then you're like, yeah, let's grab lunch. Let's figure it out. Then maybe the day of, you're like, what do you think? And you're like, I'm in the mood for wings. Let's go to B-Dubs or let's go wherever. We don't say like the night before,
Yes.
all right, on my schedule,
Wings.
we are going to get wings.
No.
And so that whole invitation intimidated the hell out of me. And then you and Steve have mocked me ever since.
You
You're
deserve
wrong.
to be mocked.
Because
I
you're wrong.
actually think
Wait,
we
wait.
made that a week before, when it was like, usually Steve and I are like, hey, you going to this event? You going to this event? He's like, hey, you going to the
Yeah.
Final Four? I'm like, yeah. He's like, all right, we got to get wings. Like, yeah.
You're talking about wings like it's Netflix and chill. We'll see what happens. Come over.
Yes.
Like we're talking about wings like we have a gangbang scheduled for next weekend.
Yes.
Show up 7:00 sharp. No latex.
Yes, and I was not aware of this lifestyle. I
it's
guess
a
we'll
thing.
say. Is there anything else that you do that with? Is there any other food? And like, should I I don't want this to happen
Steaks?
again. Where
Ice cream.
Ice cream?
You want to go get some ice cream next weekend?
yeah,
I would say steaks. I would be like, yeah, let's go get a steak tomorrow night.
steaks. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you
That
plan
was-
it out. But wings is definitely like, that's an event, because you also plan your whole day around it. Pre-tum, gotta like
That's
gotta
what I'm
sit in your
saying.
hotel room with the AC on and maybe take a shit with your
So,
shirt off. Like, there's a whole
I just
thing.
want to make it clear so everyone listening doesn't get the wrong idea. Like I will go get wings. I will put down a big plate of wings. I can hang with the fellas. I'm not John Rothstein where I asked Rothstein like, what's your B-Dubs order? He's like, never. Or I don't.
Bar coastal.
Bar coastal,
Carry
dude.
style.
Yeah.
Change your life.
But anyway,
I asked Rothstein one time, what do you get at B-Dubs? He's like, I've never been. And I was
yeah,
like,
I'm not surprised.
I'm not like I can hang with the fellas. I'm one of the guys. It's
Yeah, it
just
sounds like it.
When you
Is that-
say
is that
you
what
can
you
put
say?
down
Cali boy?
an entire plate of wings, I imagine you're talking like 12.
definitely boneless. Definitely.
The only reason I want to bring that up though, and this is, I've never said this out loud to Mark, but for some reason, Steve, now every time he texts that thread from like 3 years ago, he always spells Mark's name with a C, and it cracks me up
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's the dumbest thing ever, but it makes me laugh every time to just get your name wrong like that. And it's just, again, this is for no one at this point, but just saying out loud, Mark, I think it's very funny that he does that.
I've also done the it just reeks of desperation. I think you guys can smell it, which is why it doesn't work. But every so often I try to readjust the order of the group chat with the three of us, where instead of you guys ganging up on me, I try to get like Dan on my side to like gang up on Steve, or like
Doesn't
Steve
work.
on my side.
Doesn't
Yeah.
work.
And
Because
it
we're
never
wing
works.
bros.
never works.
It was started because of wings, and that's how it will
I know.
always
I
be.
know.
Mark with a K gets wings. Mark with a C, he's like, can we just do some wraps? Yeah.
Yeah,
They have a
I'll
buffalo
do
chicken wrap?
Yeah. I smoke cigarettes. Is like I skip meals, and I'm French. And
You know,
I'm
Mark
just
with a
like-
C smokes cloves. You're like, no, you gotta try it. It tastes really great.
Listen
They're
to the
just like
crackle.
cigarettes. Look at you, just pounding that water. All
glowing.
All right, this has been awesome.
Oh God.
We love you, and we hopefully will do a life part 2.
I was gonna say, yeah.
in August.
Congrats on baby number 2.
Thank you.
We got to do that. Let's do a life part 2. I enjoyed doing that. I had a lot of notes.
We had an awesome idea, which I can just say we're going to do it, but we're going to do a draft analysis of ourselves, both good and bad, like being brutally
Yeah.
honest. which would
Upside,
be
downside,
great.
strong
Yes.
side.
That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
Which would be very, very good. So we're going to do that. We promise people.
We got to do it in person, though.
Yes.
I think we got to come to New York. We
Yeah,
got to do
we'll
it home
come
and
to-
home. You
we'll
guys
come to
came
Cali.
LA.
Yeah, we'll
Or you
come to Cali. Yeah.
come to Cali.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
All right. Well,
right.
Titus, have a great long weekend, and everyone enjoy the Indy 500. Cars
Fast going in circles.
Fast car.
That's awesome.
Fast car.
Do they honk at each other?
I'm driving here. You got to throw your hand up like that. And, yeah.
All right. Thanks,
All right.
dude.
See you, man.
We'll
guys.
talk to you later.
Mark Titus is brought to you by MeUndies. Summer is here, which might mean leaving the great indoors for a dip in the great outdoors, whether that's a pool, an ocean, a fjord. What's a fjord? I feel like that's if you're all
It's
our
a Ford and Ferrari
oh, that's good.
combination.
Yeah, that's a movie.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Okay, so if you're in a fjord, shout out our Swedish listeners. MeUndies might be known for making the softest undies and bralettes in the world, but now they make swimwear too. You can check out MeUndies' first ever swimwear. They've got bikinis, one pieces, 2 different lengths of swim trunks. Each piece comes in solid colors and limited edition prints, so you can mix and match a swim outfit to fit your mood. Every piece of the new swimwear collection comes in sizes extra small to 4XL. They're also eco-friendly, which means you can hang out in the ocean with swimwear that's good for the ocean. There are roughly 8 recycled plastic bottles in each pair of men's trunks. Each one-piece in bikini is made from recycled nylon derived from factory scraps and old fishing nets, which helps keep our oceans looking beautiful. MeUndies has a great offer for our listeners. For any first-time purchasers, you get 15% off. You get free shipping. To get your 15% off your first order and free shipping, go to MeUndies.com/take. That's MeUndies.com/take.
All right. Firefest of the week. Let's do it. Sending everyone off.
Jake, you want to start?
Long week. Oh!
Jake's not here. Mr.
Yeah, this-
Vacation himself, Jake Marsh.
This is the OG crew. Just the 4 of us. Back when life was not complicated with our 2 sons.
Back when Liam used to sit on the radiator.
Yeah.
That's true. That was a scene
Oh,
like-
jeez.
for a long time.
That sucked.
Remember when Howie Mandel came in? He's like, "Who's that guy sitting on the radiator?"
And the worst part is the whole time he was sitting on the radiator, he couldn't see any colors.
And I'm pretty sure I had a boot on like half the time too.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I
that's
was
your
on
own
crutches.
fault. You got hit by a car.
Do you think that getting left off the Pardon My Flakes box was like that was the start of Jake Marsh's championship DVD?
Oh,
He's like,
Good point.
He's like, I guess you could say I took that personally.
yeah. Big time. All right, so Jake, no Firefest? Okay.
My Firefest.
Wait, do you know what you just did, though?
What?
No, I'm not going to say it.
Jake's rent free in Hank's head.
No.
Yeah, he
I
is.
won't say. No, that's not what I was going to say.
That's
though.
some rent free shit, though.
That's
Hank.
not what I was going to say.
We weren't thinking about
Not the
Jake.
S word. Don't say the S word.
What's the S word?
Soft.
No.
Shame?
Yeah.
No.
You just vacation shamed
No,
him.
I forgot.
Yeah, you did.
I forgot he wasn't
Yeah,
here.
you did.
No, that's why.
You vacation shamed Jake. For
Never.
Not,
I
he's
would
on
never.
vacation.
I would
and
literally
you just
never.
shamed him.
That I would never.
Wow,
I'm
ain't
the
no
biggest
fun when the
proponent-
rabbit got the gun.
I'm the biggest vacation
Damn.
proponent person on this podcast.
You 100% vacation
Absolutely
shamed
not.
him.
No, I'm looking at you guys. My peripherals are bad. I forgot he wasn't there.
Uh-huh. Vacation shamer.
Anyway.
Welcome to the dark side, Hank.
Yeah, I feel terrible about myself. My Firefest of the week, it is vacation coming up, big weekend, holiday weekend. I booked a haircut for yesterday. I showed up to the haircut. It's Fellow Barber, so it's like a chain. There's a bunch around New York. There was one in Brooklyn right next to where I used to live.
Yep.
And when I went to register online, I guess it was like my saved place. So I thought I chose a place near me. I walked in, they're like, yeah, you have no appointment here. And I was like, is there anything available? They're like, no. I just don't.
It's
you know,
the worst.
I don't have a haircut.
I've
It's
sent
a hat weekend for you.
Yeah, I've sent so many packages to the old office.
Yeah.
It sucks.
It's brutal.
Yes, 'cause you just have it like saved in there.
And the feeling when there's like, when they're like, oh, what's the reservation? And then you say it and they're looking and you can just tell after a few seconds, you're like,
Nope,
this isn't here.
Isn't there?
I do that about once a week with a food order where I accidentally
the
send
pay
it to
for it,
the
which is
office or
bullshit.
to my apartment.
Yeah.
That's a bad feeling.
Wait, what'd you say? You
I
paid
like
for it?
reserved it because the other place, like, oh, well, you reserved it. Like,
Wait, so do you?
you have to reserve your haircut.
You didn't get to. They didn't take walk-ins after that.
There was no one available. Like,
Yeah.
all our barbers are booked for the next few hours.
That's why you go to
Fuck.
Sport Clips, Hank, and they give you the
Yeah.
text 15 minutes before.
Right. Yep.
And the
Where guys
legendary
get their
steam
haircuts.
towel.
Right.
Yep. I'm going to take your band card for not going to Sport Clips.
I'm
Give
probably
me your
gonna, I
man
probably
card.
will this weekend.
I got a haircut.
I'm gonna get a haircut in Situate area. So
I got a haircut today. Thanks for mentioning it, guys. And they should
I
just
didn't even
do.
notice.
They should
Yeah, I
honestly,
honestly didn't
do.
notice.
What-
I just got trimmed.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
kinda-
didn't want to go full blown. I think I'm actually going to become a every 2 week haircut guy. a mini Jeff D-Lo.
Well, that's what Jeff does.
Yeah, he does every week, right?
Not always. It's like every fortnight, essentially.
Because what I realize is I can't be held accountable. Like sometimes I'll go 9 weeks without a haircut, and then sometimes I'll go 3, and I got to get on a pattern. But
the worst thing about my hair is Biz. Like when I see Biz's hair, I'm like, it's kind of gross, but that's exactly how my hair grows.
Yeah. We should start a barbershop that's just not a barbershop. It's just the hot towel.
It's a TV series.
I
and
would
we get
go.
big profile guests.
But if you
talk shop,
if you could just go in for a 10-minute quick Amazon, here's a free idea instead of your fucking your boo box telephone booth jails. Do just a hot towel, 10-minute hot towel head massage.
I like where Hank's head's at.
That would actually be huge.
So we just get people to come in, like we turn one of these rooms here into almost like some sort of shop, and we just put a towel around their neck, and then we sit down. We get maybe musicians and actors, just kind of going back and forth, but being real and like authentic with it.
Yeah.
And then we put that on HBO.
Real ass. Well,
Real ass hell.
No, it'll be some loud ass hell.
Yeah,
that's the name of the show. Loud ass hell.
Good Firefest, Hank.
Thank you.
I'm happy everything else is going well.
Everything else in my life is going
Check
great.
out Stool Streams. Play Barstool app. It's been awesome. I'm going to play Cornhole next week. Bags.
You won 42 yet? Nothing yesterday.
Yeah, it was a
most dominating performance ever in the history of Triple S.
Well, except for Jake's speed run that he did through the obstacle course.
Well, he's the best
perfect
in the
game.
office.
Yeah,
but you know what? He's not here because
Right.
we're going to shame him. For
He's
being on
not.
vacation.
He's not even the best one here right now.
That's
not right
true.
now. That's true. Yeah.
I'm the best one here.
Shame his ass.
My Firefest. Well, I guess the first Firefest, since Hank didn't want to bring it up, but you can do a $250 play right now in Indiana, in the state of Indiana, on the Barstool Sportsbook. And if you win, what do you get? Do you get to go to the?
You get to go to the Indy 500 party.
You get to go to the Indy 500 party with Machine Gun Kelly and Diplo.
Yes.
So
should be great.
Hank didn't want to bring that up for whatever reason, so I guess I'll just
$10,000 bet you get a table.
Wow.
You're kind of a Machine Gun Kelly stan this past year.
Are you?
Yeah.
His new album is really good.
Nice.
You can put Travis Barker on anything. Like Travis Barker could be sitting behind Barney the dinosaur,
true.
and I'd be like, "Got to DVR that."
He
shit.
is awesome.
My Firefest is that I've got water damage in my apartment. So it rained last night. They've been doing construction upstairs for me. I walk out into my living room. I had like 4 framed posters, 1 framed New Zealand All Blacks jersey that just fell off the wall because the wall got soaked through. Had big puddles on my floor.
Did they break?
Yeah, one of them broke. And so then I've got like cracks on my ceiling.
You were telling me the other day that it was one of a kind. It was what, $40,000?
It was Bowden Barrett. Yeah,
$40,000.
It was an autographed Bowden Barrett New Zealand All Blacks.
It was
jersey.
$40,000.
It was $45,000. But I think right now it depreciated, so it's
$40,000. I hope your landlord has insurance.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to work that out. But it was it was so weird walking out into my living room and just seeing it looked like a war zone. And then I went up, I touched the wall, and the wall was just soaked. Bonk to my apartment. But it was just I don't know what I'm gonna do because they have to like take care of mold, I guess.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm not a
Sounds like free rent.
Yeah, sounds like you got to stop paying rent.
Yeah, I should. I'll go on a one-man rent strike.
Yeah.
I like that. But yeah, it's something that I'm going to have to deal with in addition to my elevator not working. So
Still?
I forgot about
New York's back, baby.
There's no way your elevator.
Oh yeah, it takes a long time to replace an elevator, turns out. Yeah, very long. So
I forgot about
I got to
that.
walk up now, 5th floor walk up. Just re-signed my lease. Pretty good. Feel good about it.
Legs look good, though.
Yeah,
was like
it is good for the
2020.
Cavs.
Yeah, it does feel like forever ago that
Well,
your elevator needed to be fixed.
The elevator has been breaking for the last year and a half, but they've just now started to replace it like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago. It turns out it takes like they have to go
What
to
if
the
they said it's a 99% success rate?
in the elevator. Great, I'll ride it every day. I'm sick of the stairs. And it turns out
What if they say it's 85% success rate, but you only have to take 1 trip instead of 2?
okay, easy. I would just take the elevator up and then the stairs down.
Okay, perfect.
That's easy
Yeah,
choice
yeah.
for me.
That's I would do the same.
gotta play the
I would
odds.
do the same.
But it turns out you have to take it. You have to remove the elevator through the roof.
Yeah.
It's like a K cup.
Correct.
And a
Willy
coffee
Wonka.
machine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Willy Wonka.
that's tough. That's tough. My apartment's just it's going to shit right now.
That sucks. Well, my Firefest
I'm sure you have
is-
lots of space for as much as you pay. In
Yeah,
the city.
I really do. I got pretty decent pads.
That was such an awesome burn by that whoever made that meme. Like Knicks fans going home after Trae Young dropped 40 on them, and it's just like a little
Their
closet.
$2,000 apartment.
And it's like,
and it's
yeah, that's kind of right.
100 square feet.
I've upgraded. I'm working with like 700 square feet now. So
Nice.
maybe 800. It might be 800. I haven't walked it out, so we'll see.
All right, my Firefest is someone else's Firefest. Is Dick Vitale. So Dickie V had just the. I would actually say, and I know this is going to be people like that's hyperbole. I'd say it's the worst flight ever.
You also didn't mention Coney PFD.
Oh yeah,
Oh
we
yeah,
got his
we
ass.
got him.
Yeah,
Hey,
we got
round
his
of
ass.
applause for everybody out there. Everyone,
Well, I'm actually not going to applaud.
yeah,
Yeah,
well,
no,
yeah,
you're
I'm gonna
pissed.
take my
You're
hat off.
mad.
that should have
You're
been
in
your
mourning.
Firefest,
Yeah,
Hank.
yeah,
Is that
yeah.
they caught your boy,
Yeah, you're in mourning.
your man Coney. So yeah, shout out coronavirus. Tough day to be a Corona bro.
Way to
Turns
go.
out the virus killed Joseph Coney.
It was all worth
allegedly.
it. All
Yeah.
this pandemic was worth it.
Yeah,
we got Coney.
if we got that one guy.
That was the only way to get it. But yeah, Dickie V had the worst flight ever. He his breakfast was bad on the flight. First class flight, Orlando to San Francisco. He said, I can't believe that today on our flight, flying first class from Orlando to San Francisco, that United has the nerve to serve for breakfast the most pathetic options I have ever seen. This is the first time in my life that I have ever complained, but this is a joke over 5-hour flight. And then he talked about like how they should just offer like whatever, like eggs, cereal, fruit, anything. And then when he got off the flight, he said that it was he sprinted to a concession stand because his stomach was churning because he was so hungry from the awful options. So shout out Dickie V.
It sounds like a nightmare, honestly.
Yeah, I feel pain anytime you can work in like I'm flying first class and the food sucks. Usually people will have a lot of pity for you.
Worst plane flights, TWA, Pan Am, Dickie V going cross country from Florida to San Francisco.
I also think that's just a super old person thing. I feel like they don't ever serve food
Yeah, I
on
don't-
cross country flights anymore. Like back in the day, maybe,
Right.
but I feel like I haven't been on a flight from like California to New York or LA where they're like, here's a meal.
Basically, if they let you choose two of like the Cheez-Its, nuts, and like some kind of chewy bar, if they let you say, hey, pick two, that's the best you'll ever get.
Yeah, and you can honestly just give me a stroopwafel, and I'll be like, great meal.
Yeah.
Those things are just crack. But
Yeah.
how bad would a meal have to be in order for you to complain about it and say, like, it was unacceptable on Twitter? What do you think they
I
tried
think it'd
to...
have to. I
They
think
gave
it'd have
you
to.
medium instead of medium rare plus.
I think it'd have to like give me the Black Plague like instantly.
Yeah, you open it up, and there's just baby spiders that crawl out of it.
Yeah, you know what the worst feeling is I realized a long time ago, but I get reminded of it every now and then that I am fat and that I will eat anything. But when we were in West Virginia the last time for Rough and Rowdy, we went out to lunch with some of the guys who were doing the call, and it was like 4 or 5 of us all ordered a steak, and the other 4 people had one bite and were like, it's disgusting. And I looked up and I had just finished the whole steak, and I was like, why aren't you guys gonna, like, it's gross, it's the worst steak ever. I was like,
How can a
"Oh."
steak be gross?
It was very bad, but I ate the whole thing.
Yeah, I would eat any steak.
But it was those moments when I realized like I am basically a garbage disposal and I'll eat anything. It does hurt my feelings.
I just wonder what they tried to give our sweet prince, Dickie V. It must have been bad for him to complain.
Speaking of our Sweet Prince 5-year anniversary today.
I mentioned that at the top of the show. You weren't here for that.
Right.
That was going to be my first line.
R.I.P.
Now some people actually don't understand that we record sometimes parts of the show. Like everyone, we're getting, here we go, the magic, how it's made. They're like, you called Josh Allen at 12:30 in the morning and he picked up? They're like, nope. We recorded that at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So
What do you think had a bigger impact on the
but that
growth
came
of part of my
that
tape?
came after the beginning, which was recorded at
yes,
how?
12:30. Yeah,
Time
it's
zones.
crazy. We will sometimes record pieces of the show and put it all together. Like right now, we have no idea. Quick, Lakers Suns, who won?
Suns.
Suns won big time.
I think the Lakers won, but the Suns covered.
Okay.
And I think the Blazers killed whoever they're playing, Nuggets.
Nope.
And
Wrong.
Heat culture back.
Wrong again.
Really? Well, I guess this is the best part of the show now because we'll find out at the beginning, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I have Blazers, Lakers, Heat,
I have Bucks,
Suns
plus 7, Nuggets.
I got Lakers, Suns. I actually have a push in that game. And then I've got the Blazers and the Heat. The fans in Miami, they're going to be rocking. That arena's always big.
Oh, man. All right. We'll
50.
see everyone Tuesday. Enjoy your long weekend. Have a nice cold.
Liam has
Give
Jake's
me-
fact.
Give me number 8.
Wait, Liam has Jake's fact.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Also, let's guess what Jake would have guessed for the number.
18.
18. He
Okay.
always
Most
says 18.
original kid ever.
Well, it's,
Wow.
Hank, it's because of his
Sorry, that
religion.
was me. That was
Hank
me.
has been very chesty without Jake around today.
Hank also-
He's been
I
walking
take
around
that
with
back.
big
That
old
was a joke.
balls.
Also getting
That was a joke.
that's
That was a joke.
anti-Semitic, Hank.
That was a
Yeah.
joke.
In today's culture, you're going after his religion.
No, I just wanted to pick a different number.
All right.
Very sad.
And he already won on it.
The oldest continuously daily published newspaper is the Boston Globe, which was founded in 1872.
Wow.
Whoa.
Very cool, Jake.
99. What was your pick, Liam?
50.
86.
There's 5. Wait.
5-year anniversary. I should have picked it.
No, but also, I think we've had every single digit.
Oh yeah, we had 1, 2, 3 still in there.
I mean, that's Harambe right
5.
there. That's not.
That is-
That's
that
not
is
a.
Harambe.
That's not a
magic.
ping pong ball.
That's a
Good
gorilla
thing I
ball right
mentioned at
there.
the start of the show.
That's our sweet prince.
That is our sweet prince. R.I.P.
There's
Do
no
we
way-
have a mashup for him?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Big T.
hell
Big Tennessee.
yes.
That's right.
Oh my
Yes.
Here
God.
without Harambe.
That's what got him
Coke
his job.
Freezies.
No, well, same
It's
kid.
what
different
put
song.
him on the map for us,
Oh
right?
God,
Yeah.
I forgot that was.
Yeah.
Well, it was Saturdays It for the Boys first, and then this song that you're about to hear was like one of the first songs that I made. I edited the video, put it on YouTube, and then another account like took it, posted it on their YouTube and their Facebook, and it got like 1 trillion views. Mm-hmm. And it's just our song that we got no credit for.
It's bad producing.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need
All right.
lawyers.
Love you guys.
He was such a good gorilla. He did not deserve the fate that he incurred. Shot straight through his gorilla heart. Why did our friend have to go and get murdered? R.I.P. and peace, my friend. The hit was ordered by the U.S. government. I'm here without Harambe, but he's still on my lonely mind. I think about Harambe, and I dream about him all the time. I'm here without Harambe, but he's still with me in my dreams. And tonight, it's Harambe and me. Yeah. Everyone chose to ignore it. The mainstream media didn't give a shit.
Kid that fell, the gorilla. Thank God that kid is safe.
But we have taken up for your cause. We know Hillary is who ordered the hit. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm here without Harambe, but he's still on my lonely mind. I think about Harambe, and I dream about him all the time. I'm here without Harambe, but he's still with me in my dreams. And tonight, it's Harambe and me. Every time I cry, it's Harambe on my mind. It's still hard, but we know you're alright in heaven. And when the shot rang out, when they tried to take you down, they didn't know that you're forever in our hearts. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hey, dicks out for Harambe.
I'm here without Harambe, but he's still on my lonely mind. I think about Harambe, and I dream about him all the time. I'm here without Harambe, but he's still with me in my dreams. And tonight